It's time for Pierre Governor Athletics on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Pierre Governor Sports are brought to you by Windcircle, the Clubhouse Hotel and Suite, Edward Jones Financial, CHS River Plains, Faith Lutheran Church, Oahe Federal Credit Union, Slumberland Furniture, and Lamb Motors.
Graceland Taylor looking up ahead for Berry. She's got it on her foot. Ryan Berry coming in to the top of the box. Berry is in. Her shot. She scores! Ryan Berry makes it 4-3. And the Governors, they were down 3-0. 35 seconds in the half. And with 1:05 left to go in the second half, they have taken a 4-3.
And by AGE, Capital City, Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota. American Family Insurance, Brittany Scheffelbein Agency. Country Carpet. Capital City Campus. James Pharmacy. Floss Dentistry. Graves Plumbing. And Ferding Electric.
Here is Huber. A bump set for goes. Blocked up by the Governors. We're tied at 14. A big block for the Governors. Sherwood is over there. 14-14.
Pierre Governor Sports is also brought to you by Fisher Rounds, Access Health, Billion Auto, Weatherall, The Swartz Agency, Xander Auto Parts, Todd's Electric, First United Methodist Church, Kruger Contracting, First Dakota National Bank, and Gales Gas.
Kinos will load it to the end zone. Zabel's open. Catch is made. We are tied at 34.
Pierre Governor Sports is also brought to you by River Bottom Sanitation, Agtegra Cooperatives and Wheat Growers, Dakota Sprinkler, Graham Tire, May Adam, Nystrom Electric, State Farm, Allied Plumbing and Heating, Avera, and Dakota Prairie Bank.
Kinos will take the snap. He'll take the knee. And for the 6th straight year, as they beat the T area Titans 35-20, 6 consecutive titles, tying the all-time record in South Dakota history for consecutive titles here in the state.
And also by Wheelhouse Auto Body, the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection, Wagner Auto, Anderson Rumpka Dental, Bank West, Stulkin Peterson LLP, Sanford Health Clinic Pierre, and Beck Motors. And now to the booth with the call of the game with award-winning KCCR Sports Director John Winkler.
And a good evening as we welcome you here to Mitchell as the Pierre Governors take on the Mitchell Colonels in our 3rd game of the regular season. John Winkler alongside Mendel Miller. And Mendel going into this contest here, high school football or just football in general, sometimes it's a little bit harder to have trap games because it's once a week per team, playing a game. But if there was a trap game with Yankton next week, this is something for the Governors to not let this be a trap game. Mitchell at 0-2 hasn't really looked good over their first 2 games. The Pierre Governors with 2 shutouts. The confidence level could be very high for the Pierre Governors, should be very high for the Pierre Governors, but can't be too overconfident coming into this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, definitely need to be aware of the trap nature of this game and things like that. It's a game that Pierre's probably really, confident they're going to perform well and match up really well, but you got to play the game every week. And, that's one thing that this team's always done. Year after year, it seems like they really don't have that letdown game where it's like, boy, we just didn't perform. They've done a really good job of coming out every week and doing a good job.
And the Pierre Governors want to do the same thing again here today against this Mitchell Colonel team to get to 3-0, potentially with a showdown of 2 3-0 teams next week in Yankton. But the task at hand is the Mitchell Colonels, who are looking for their first win, and Coach Pat Larson, the new coach for Mitchell, looking for his first win as the head man for the Mitchell Colonels. So if there was a spot for Mitchell to kind of, they're playing with the house's money. Even though they're at home, and, you want to win every game at home, they're playing with the house's money because no one is expecting them to come in here and compete against Pierre tonight except for the Mitchell Colonels, and they want to do that and make this a good football game.
Yeah, exactly. They're playing in front of the home crowd. I'm sure they'll have probably a few extra people here in the stands and things like that. The number 1 team comes to visit, and you want to show out and support your team. So they're going to have some fans, and again, it's up to Pierre to not let them get any momentum early and let them think they can stay in the game.
Well, let's start our conversation with our coaches. We'll first start with Coach Pat Larson of the Mitchell Colonels. Back in 3 minutes with our coaches' interviews. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
This fall, take some time to think about your future. While the leaves make their way down to earth and the last sunset of summer leaves us with an autumn chill, it's time to grab the nearest foam finger and break up face paint. Rush the stands with First Dakota National Bank and forget how to blink. Fall sports are back with jaw-dropping plays, an electric atmosphere, and epic scores. Make some noise with First Dakota National Bank. Open a new account online today at firstdakotanationalbank.com. Member FDIC.
River Bottom Sanitation, your locally owned waste management company serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre communities. Contact River Bottom Sanitation for your residential and commercial pickups. Now River Bottom Sanitation is your source for all your roll-off needs. River Bottom Sanitation in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Give them a call for pricing at 605-222-1120. River Bottom Sanitation. That's 605-222-1120.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back. The sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good, solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebind Agency, LLC, 224-6627.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
As we welcome you back here to the pregame show on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports, join me as Coach Pat Larson here of the Mitchell Colonels as we head into week 4, but third game of the regular season here for both Pierre and Mitchell. And Coach, as we get into the season, obviously for you guys sitting at 0-2 right now, but a takeaway here from this first 2 games for the Colonels, what you've liked about this Mitchell team getting now into the third game of the season.
Well, we've shown improvement every day at practice, and we've shown improvement from one game to the next. And, that's kind of where this program needs to be right now, is we need to be showing improvement every single day we step on the practice field and, show that improvement in the games, whether that shows up on the scoreboard or not. That's not necessarily what's important. It's just showing that improvement from game to game and day to day.
And obviously, you mentioned, too, not worried so much about the scoreboard. How do you hit that home, too, that obviously the first 2 games haven't gone scoreboard-wise what you like for them to see? How do you make sure that the guys are still being hungry, still knowing that they're improving every single day and keeping that positive attitude?
Well, I've ever since I've taken the job, my message to the team has been I want them to do 3 things every day. I want to make sure they're having fun every day, first and foremost. And if they're having fun, then I want them to compete. And if they're going to compete and they're going to have fun, then the thing that's going to happen last is they're going to get better. And that's the message I keep trying to give them is, have fun, compete, and get better. And like I said, I think we're doing that.
Going into this contest here against the Pierre Governors, a home game against Pierre. On film, what have you seen from Pierre, both offensively and defensively? Obviously, they've had the 2 shutouts defensively, but what have you seen from them that the Colonels need to attack over these both offensively and defensively here tonight?
Well, I mean, Pierre's been, good for a long time now. I mean, six state championships in a row. That's not an easy feat to accomplish. And, Coach Steele's doing a lot of the same stuff he's always been doing. The unbalanced line, the 5 wide receiver sets, the tight ends once in a while hidden in the line so they sneak out past linebackers because you forget they're there because you're looking at all the stuff on the outside. Another kid at quarterback, the Kaiser kid who's athletic, so it's a lot of the same stuff we've had to deal with in the past offensively, the things we got to try to take away, making sure we've got guys covered, making sure we've got pocket responsibility so the quarterback can't leak out. And then defensively, again, a lot of the same stuff Coach Steele's always done, got guys in the box trying to take away the run, make you throw the ball, and that's the type of stuff we're going to have to compete against this week.
And being a home game too, but a chance to play for that home crowd against the Governors. And how important is a good start for you guys against this team, trying to pick up that first win, knowing what they've done so far through the first 2 games? How important is to get on the board early on, but to have such a good start?
Well, and that's been important for us every game. And we've taken the ball first in both the games we've had, or at least tried to against Sturgis. We weren't so successful with the onside kick, but just trying to set some of that positive momentum. I mean, some of the kids on my roster have not played a lot of games where they've had the lead in their careers. So just to try to get out there and get out on offense first and try to drive the ball at least down the field and maybe even change the field position game if you can't score, that's really big for us.
And also the fact that probably a young team too, that for this Mitchell team, just trying to get guys reps, and that's probably a big thing for you too over this year is to get guys reps, and going into next year, those reps and the confidence that guys have in reps going into next year and at the end of the season are going to be huge. Not so much for this year, but also this year too, but going into the next couple of years for the Mitchell Colonels.
Well, yeah, you're right. I mean, we've got 16 seniors on our roster, and I could probably count on one hand probably 5 or 6 of those guys that saw regular time at the varsity level last year. So even for us having a large number of seniors, we haven't had kids that have played a lot. So some of them are getting their first varsity experience. But like you said, working in some of those juniors and those sophomores and getting them more experience as we build this program going forward, that's just huge for our kids and huge for our program.
As we get closer to kickoff here, again, talking with Coach Larson of the Mitchell Colonels. Kickoff coming up at 7 o'clock here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. One final question here, Coach. I'd like to ask it to every coach, whether it be Pierre or their opponent. What's going to be the biggest reason here? If Mitchell picks up the win, what's going to be the biggest reason why the Colonels get a win here tonight against Pierre?
I think the biggest thing is going to be there's 2 things for us. It's belief in ourselves and belief in what we're doing, and then converting offensively on third down and getting off the field defensively on. I mean, those are 2 big areas I pointed at since the beginning of the year, and I think if we can start doing that, the kids will start believing in themselves, and I think that'll maybe turn the tide for us.
Oh, hey, Coach, I appreciate the time. Good talking to you. Good luck here tonight. Good luck here the rest of the season, and maybe we'll talk again here soon.
Thanks, John. I appreciate it.
As Coach Larson, the Mitchell Colonels, we will return here in 3 minutes with more of the pregame show after this here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
It takes hard work to reach goals. It's a truth that applies to more than just sports. It also goes for your financial goals. You work hard for your money. You deserve an investment strategy that lines up with your game plan. Your local Edward Jones financial advisor can help. If your investments aren't getting you closer to the win, visit edwardjones.com or stop by your local Pierre area Edward Jones office for a financial review. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Hey you. Are you at a job that is fulfilling, has good benefits to support you or a family today, and retirement goes down the road? If you just said no, listen up. CHS River Plains is hiring operations personnel, drivers, and custom applicators at several locations. These come with a knockout affordable benefit package for you and the whole family. Apply to a job with CHS River Plains and up your benefits straight up. To apply, visit us online at chsriverplains.com or stop in at one of our locations. CHS is an equal opportunity employer.
Access Health Fort Pierre is here to serve you. Mission driven to provide affordable, high quality health care. Access Health provides personalized care for the entire family, including chronic and acute care, evaluation of illness and injuries, laboratory services, wellness exams, DOT and sports physicals, and immunizations. Access Health Fort Pierre, affordable, high quality service without the wait. Compassionate, committed, and convenient. The clinics of Access Health have been serving Central South Dakota for the past 35 years. Access Health, caring for communities, caring for you.
WindCircle, operating since 1995. We combine quality customer service and experience with the right technology to meet your needs. Our cybersecurity professionals will make sure your systems are secure. Services offered are video and data cabling, service and support contracts, cutting-edge camera systems to door security devices. WindCircle has many hardware options. Dell, Barracuda, Lenovo, SonicWall, and Ruckus, to name a few. Our staff has over 30 years of combined network design and cabling experience at your disposal. Call us today at 605-224-1111 and request a free quote. Again, that's 605-224-1111.
Victory is sweet, but defeat stings. Where do you turn when things start to go badly in your life? This is Pastor Sam at Faith Lutheran Church. God loves you. He's by your side no matter what life brings. I encourage you to join us for family-friendly, encouraging worship. Whether today is a day to give thanks or to seek God's comfort, you'll find help and support at Faith Lutheran Church.
We're Faith Lutheran and we are glad you're here.
As we welcome you back to the pregame show here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Joining me is Coach Steve Steele here, the Pierre Governors, taking on Mitchell tonight on the road. Let's get into this matchup here real quick as the Governors are ready with 2 shutout wins. Mitchell, who has only scored 8 points. Obviously, the defense would like to shut out every single game so far this season. But how much do you talk about the fact that you want to go for a third straight shutout, or is it just taking a drive at a time?
Yeah, it's a drive at a time. I mean, obviously, the defense would like to shut out everybody every week, but realistically, we just got to focus on this one and, make sure that we're doing what we need to do to stop Mitchell.
And, with the way the defense has played through the first 2 games, what is one of the big things that the defense worked on this week to get a third shutout against Mitchell?
Yeah, again, it's a new offense with Mitchell a little bit. They've got a new coaching staff. They've got some new pieces in place. So it was a little bit different than years past. We've got to make sure that we're reading keys correctly, doing what we need to do, and getting our eyes right. But otherwise, they just have to keep flying to the football. I mean, our defense is playing very fast right now, and it's been really fun to watch.
Offensively for you guys, against this Mitchell team that's given up around an average of 30 points per game in the first 2, what do you guys need to do to continue the success that you had from week 1 into week 2 when you went from 32 points to 49 points?
Yeah, we've just got to keep building. We've got to continue to trust what we're doing and continue the process of it and just not try and force big plays when they're not there. We've got to be okay grinding things out. And, obviously if we can break a tackle or get that last block to get the home run, then take it. But, we don't need to try and extend things and do things that get us out of what we are, and we've got to be able to just continue to establish the clock, and be okay with longer drives. I think those are going to be the things that pay off for us throughout the season.
Offensive line, obviously Matthew Coverdale missed last week. Any update on him, and how you like the offensive line play without him and adjusting without him?
Yeah, I mean it's not the same as with him, obviously, but I thought Ty did a great job stepping in. Being the 5th lineman, he did a good job. Some stuff that we've got to work on there, and he's had a good week preparing again. And then Micken was the other one that this really affected, sliding from the long edge to the short edge, and he was outstanding. He had a very, very good game. Not perfect, just like everybody else, but very strong game in his first ride over at the nub side, and so very, very pleased with both of their efforts. Coverdale, not the best in news, but we're still kind of in a wait and see. Won't be this week, won't be next week, and then we'll just kind of keep playing things by ear.
You mentioned it on the post-game show last Friday about that first drive against Brookings. And with that new offensive line, obviously it wasn't, losses against the defense, or on the offense in that first drive, but it was a 3-and-out. And with a younger offensive line and inexperienced offensive line, how much fun was it to watch them perform the way they did after that first drive and not be rattled that things didn't go the way that you're kind of expecting it to go on that first drive of the game?
Yeah, I mean, they did a great job just when they came to the sideline, getting on the headsets and talking and, making sure that Coach and I and everyone's all on the same page. And then, one little adjustment and away we went. So really good to see them, be able to understand a really quick adjustment, and move with it on the fly and then, really not miss a beat the rest of the time they were in.
One thing that could be maybe an issue here this week is that Yankton's next week. They're right now 2-0 in the season and looking to go to 3-0. It could be 2 3-0 teams. Mitchell being at 0-2. Are you worried at all of guys looking past this week, and how do you make sure they don't look past this week to worry about Mitchell or Yankton?
Yeah, I don't think a lot of our guys have that mentality. I mean, we all know that if we want to have a 3-0 matchup, we both have to win this week, and we can only control us getting to 3-0. So, ultimately, that's our focus. Well, we get to play so many of these games, you might as well live in the moment and enjoy the one you're playing.
Here against the Mitchell Colonels tonight, what's going to be the biggest reason why the Governors get the win?
Defensively, tackling and flying to the football. I think our guys have done a great job of that. I think we've shown that we have a tremendous amount of team speed on the defensive side. So I think that'll really help bottle them up if we can keep it going. And then offensively, discipline again. We've got to be prepared for, if Mitchell does the same thing Brookings did and throws a whole different defense out there at us, we've got to be able to adjust hopefully 3 plays quicker this week if that happens. And if not, then just keep our head down and keep working and obviously driving the ball into the end zone.
Coach, I appreciate the time as always. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, John.
Back with the pregame show next here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Announcing the Labor Day sale at Slumberland Furniture. The Labor Day sale means that you'll save up to 60% off list prices in store and online. Yep, it's big. You'll find your favorite brands and styles on sale with new items to shop and compare. And not just main room groupings, accent pieces, and accompaniments as well. Plus, the Sleep Solutions area has just what you need for that perfect night's sleep with the widest selection available. The Labor Day sale at Slumberland Furniture. Slumberland Furniture on the truck bypass in Pierre and slumberland.com. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites has Midwestern charm and unprecedented attention to detail that provides the perfect getaway. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites provides a complimentary deluxe continental breakfast featuring hot waffles, biscuits, and gravy. They also have an indoor children's water playland, whirlpool and fitness center, and a beautiful backyard patio with seasonal fire pits. Everyone deserves a night away. Call 605-494-2582 to make your reservation today. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites. Experience luxury in the heart of South Dakota.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota is serving the central South Dakota community and beyond with a great selection of used vehicles. Local trades and program vehicles are available. New Toyotas and new Fords are arriving and selling before they even hit the lot. So don't wait. Stop in and find out what's coming. If you've been thinking about ordering a new Ford, stop in and sit down with one of our sales specialists today. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com.
Nystrom Electrical Contracting in Pierre has been providing professional sales, service, and installation since 1977. Whether you're starting from scratch, new construction, or you're upgrading your current system at your home, farm, or office, give the professionals at Nystrom Electrical Contracting a call. They've got a lot of bright ideas. Call Nystrom today to schedule a free computer-generated estimate. The number is 224-8750, or visit their website at nystromelectric.com.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
People helping people.
Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
As we welcome you back here to Mitchell at Joe Quintal Field as we are getting set for kickoff between the Governors and the Mitchell Colonels. Let's go through the starting lineups first. For the Pierre Governors, offensively, Kate Kaiser, the quarterback, the 6'2", 190-pound senior. He's in the backfield with Brock Mosier, the 5'9" senior. George Stallion, Tyan Buss are the two receivers for the Governors. George Stallion Jr., Tyan Buss, a senior. Cooper Twilger and Jed Zabel, the two tight ends for the Governors, a freshman and senior, both 6'5", 6'4", and weigh over 210 pounds each. Pretty two good tight ends for the Governors. And that offensive line, starting with the tackle, Ty Michael, followed by Lucas Coleman, the outside guard. The inside guard is Matthew Brewer. The nub guard is Jacob Mickinen, and the center is Zayden Rouse, the 6'1" junior. The defense has got the front line of Elijah Bucci, Austin Langdow, and Emmett Anderson. The linebackers, the outside linebackers are Tyden Winkler and Trevor Rouse. The other linebackers are Trey Lewis and Lucas Chamberlain. The middle linebacker is Chance Sarr, the 6' senior. The two quarterbacks are Spencer Schosberg and Carson Stosher. The free safety is Spencer Easlin. The Governors run that 3-5 type look with the 5 linebackers. For the Mitchell Colonels, offensively, we'll start there. We'll start with the offensive line. The left tackle is Connor Deegan. The left guard is Thaddeus Michael Ouch. The center is Aiden Wood. The right tackle, or the right guard, is Lucas Paul, and the right tackle is Brady Wilson. The center, Aiden Wood, is a sophomore. He is flanked by two seniors on each side of that offensive line. Two receivers are Carter Singray and Dustin Kurtenbach. Those are two seniors, 6'3" and 5'7" respectively. Two running backs make that 3 running backs. Is going to be Nathan McCormick, Parker Denny, and Mick Daly. 3 hockey players for Mitchell Colonels, Mitchell Marlins, as 2 are seniors in McCormick and Daly, and Denny the junior. And then it's Lucas Chenoweth, the senior quarterback, the 5'10", 165-pound senior quarterback for the Mitchell Colonels. On defense, they run a 4-3 with the defensive end of Tate Wentz and Noah Pudwill, the senior and junior, and the defensive tackle, Seth Foote, the 5'10", 190-pound senior, and Antonio Rivera, the 220 junior, 5'9", 220-pound junior. As the linebackers are Parker Denny and Mick Daly, along with Kellen Ottle, the 170-pound, 6' junior. And the 4 defensive backs, Connor Singray, Nate McCormick, as well as also Dustin Kurtenbach and Hudson Borgen, as there's 3 senior defensive backs and then the junior Borgen. Doing the punting will be Tristan Jellis. Doing the kicking will be Tate Wentz for the Mitchell Colonels. For the Governors, doing the kickoffs is Brianna Sargent, and doing the kicking for the extra points and potentially any field goals. Who knows? Ryan Berry will be doing that. Jed Zabel is the punter, but we've seen Kate Kaiser punt the ball along with Jed Zabel, and the punt returner of Trey Lewis and Tyan Buss. The 2 kick returners are Brock Mosier and Trey Lewis for the Pierre Governors. Those are our starters. They have just been introduced as well. They're about to play the national anthem. We're about to have kickoff. We'll come back in 3 minutes with kickoff here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football here on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Enrich your life with opportunities at Capital City Campus. EWU's Learn and Earn program. Earn money while getting your associate's degree. Licensed practical nurse. Start your nursing career in Pierre. This program has a 97% placement rate. Need to brush up on skills? Capital City Campus has a variety of online courses to choose from. From grants and low-cost loans available, we'll work with you to help make college more affordable. Call Capital City Campus today, 605-773-2160, or stay connected and check us out on Facebook. Look, it's no secret that owning a vehicle can cause a lot of stress, and they get a lot of wear and tear on them through the extreme seasons we've grown to love. Graham Tire wants you to know that you can trust them with any problem that you have with your vehicle. Their ASE certified mechanics can make your AC cool again, or even just change your oil. They can look into and fix those noises that seem to come from nowhere and have you stressed out. Bring your car to Graham Tire so they can put your mind at ease. Graham Tire, your tire store next door.
Dr. Nick and Chelsea Redmond at Floss Dentistry in Pierre is family owned and operated. They have modern practice with skill and caring staff. They have same-day availability. Floss Dentistry is located at 603 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre, with hours Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. Give them a call at 605-224-2161, and don't put off that scheduled cleaning any longer. Floss Dentistry, 603 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre, or give Dr. Nick and Chelsea Brenneman a call at 605-224-2161.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com. The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803, and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help.
Sanford Health Pierre Clinic provides comprehensive and convenient care to Pierre, South Dakota, and its surrounding communities. We care for all your health needs, including preventive care, pediatric health, annual checkups, chronic disease care, and more. Schedule an appointment today at 605-224-0369. Ask about our heart health specialists. Visit this clinic on the third Wednesday every month. Sanford Health Clinic, Pierre, 605-224-0369. As we welcome you back here to Mitchell, we are getting set for a kickoff between the Governors and the Mitchell Colonels. John Wickler alongside Mendel Miller as you're listening to KCCR Pierre, a Riverfront Broadcasting Station, just about set for the coin toss. Our officials, the law of the field, brought to you by the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General's Consumer Protection, as it will be Connor Singheisen, our referee, along with Jim Globerish, Mark Reichen, Steve Mayer, and Steve Siegel are all our officials here keeping the law and order of our field today as the coin toss going on right now. Don't believe that the referee is mic'd up. We'll see if he is or not. We'll get our crowd mic going here and see if he'll give us no, he's not going to say anything. So the Governors won the toss. They elected to receive. They're going to go from right to left on your radio dial as the Govs are ready to go. And Mendel, here, before we get this kickoff away, here, what's the biggest reason for the Governors to pick up a win here tonight?
Well, I think Coach Steele said it the best. Just play fast and aggressive on defense and shut down Mitchell, and then just let the offense do what they've been doing the first two games, grind it away and control the ball and put the ball in the end zone.
So the Governors in their white jerseys, road white jerseys, green pants, and that's a traditional green helmet with no lettering of any kind, nothing on those helmets. They were going to be receiving the kickoff. Mitchell Colonels in their Mizzou Tiger outfit. The big M on their helmets that looks just like Missouri Tigers would, the old Missouri Tigers would. Their numbers on the other side of the helmet. Black jerseys with the gold pants with the gold numbers and lettering. And the Governors have the green numbering lettering, of course, as they always do. And we are set to go. Kickoff will come from the 40-yard line. It will come from Tate Wentz, as it will be Brock Mosier, Trey Lewis back deep, standing at their own 10-yard line as we're just about set. Beautiful night for football here. We have not seen, I guess Aberdeen was a pretty gorgeous night as well, but we are sitting at 82 degrees, but it feels much better than 82 degrees here for kickoff. It is a fantastic night on a Friday night for football. Where else would you rather be than here in Mitchell, or watching or listening on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports? Wentz has got it teed up. He will kick this one away. It'll be a short kick. Governors will call for, I thought for a fair catch. They will call for the fair catch. That might be a flag as well. Titan Winkler was the one that caught it. He put his arm out. I think he was just trying to tell the other guys he had it. but it signals to the referee it was a fair catch, and the Governors will take it over. Will take their first snaps here at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, a little bit of play out of the Pierre playbook here in the first couple of games. That short kick, try and get one of the up men to mishandle it, but Winkler did a great job of settling under it and making a nice, secure catch.
Thank you. Oh, you're talking about Ty Winkler, sorry. John Winkler alongside Mendel Miller. I had to do it one time.
It's going to be a long night.
I had to do it one time at some point this season. Kate Kaiser is thrown for 342 yards. He'll take the first snap here. He's got Brock Mosier, who's got 132 yards out of the backfield. He'll get a handoff on first down as Mosier will get inside the hash marks at around the 32-yard line, a gain of about 6, and a good first down run there for Brock Mosier. We'll call it at the 31, gain of 5.
Yeah, good run there, picking his way through. Didn't really have that gaping hole to run through that he has sometimes, but a lot of bodies on bodies in the front line getting sprung to the second level.
Receiver on the right side, that is George Staley, 2 tight ends for the Governors. Kate Kaiser in the backfield along with Brock Mosier. A pitch play as though the option will go to Brock Mosier. He's out to the far side. He's out to the 40 to the 45. He's pushing out of bounds right around midfield. Big run for Brock Mosier as he got himself to the Mitchell 49-yard line. A big gain on second down.
Yeah, great run there. That's that option right that Brookings last week struggled a lot with, but Jet Zabel with the pancake block there, springing him wide. Jet just buried his guy on the wing.
Pancakes are the favorite food of the Pierre Governor offense. A lot of pancakes last week. They got donuts as well with the shutout defensively. Empty backfield here on 1st and 10 for the 49-yard line. Design run for Kaiser. Makes one man miss. Scoots free. He's out to the 30 to the 25. It's a foot race. 20-15. Pushed out of bounds inside the run zone. Down to around the 10. A 39-yard gain for Kate Kaiser on his first run of the Governors at 1st and goal.
Yeah, great run there. Slipped a couple arm tackles early and then got into the secondary. Unfortunately, the Mitchell defensive back had the angle on him, was able to push him out.
And McCormick just got back there in time. Maybe that one extra stiff arm that Kaiser had to do slowed him up enough for McCormick to get to it. Governors are going quick here. Kaiser's first pass over the middle. It's tipped, and it's going to be dropped. It was a near interception. Easton Schlimgen had it, but he dropped it. He had another Mitchell player in the area with them, and they both tried to make the catch, and the Governors catch a huge break, and it's 2nd and goal.
Yeah, looking for Terwilliger down the seam there right in the middle of the end zone, and just didn't get enough air on it to get it over to the linebacker who dropped into coverage.
So the Governors pick up not that they need a whole lot of breaks to go this season, but I think they'd rather take one later on in the year if they're going to get a break like that. But they pick up a break here, and it's 2nd and goal from the 10-yard line. From the pistol, it's a handoff for Mosier. He tries to bury his way forward. He gets the 5, and it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line. And the Governors are going to try and obviously have to score here, but if you get to the 4th down spot, where you're at in this part of the field, easily in field goal territory, and although you're at the Governor offense, they don't like to settle for field goals with a goal-to-go situation. So we'll see if the Governors have 2 plays drawn up here to try and get in the end zone or 1 with the potential of a field goal. Shotgun formation here for the Governors. 10 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Opening drive of the ball game. Staley is split out wide to the right side. Play action, rolling to the right is Kaiser. Looking, he's got a man. Terwilliger will make the catch. He stumbles and falls in the end zone for a touchdown of the Governors. 2 minutes and 5 seconds in the ball game. Strike first, and it's a 6-0 lead here for Pierre.
Yeah, wide open there. A little bootleg action. And Kaiser rolling right. Nobody within 5 yards of Terwilliger. Only the turf stopped him from walking in.
Second touchdown reception for Terwilliger here on the season as the Governors take a 6-0 lead, and Ryan Berry is on for the extra point to try and make this a 7-0 contest. She went 5 for 5 last week, or 7 for 7 last week, and extra points for that 49-0 win. First one here, the kick is up, and it is going to be through the uprights and good, and the Governors will take a 7-0 lead on American Family Insurance. Brittany Shuffle by a scoreboard with 9:55 to go in the first quarter. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Sander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Sanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Sander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Sanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
As we welcome you back here,
As community bank,
the Pierre Governors will have a 6-play. It'll be a 74-yard drive as Twilliger makes a 5-yard touchdown grab, and the Governors have a 7-0 lead in the American Family Insurance Brittany Shuffleby scoreboard. John Winkler alongside Mendel Miller. I got Mendel keeping stats. I got Darla keeping the camera for us. And I just got to talk, and I already screwed that up trying to say that stuff, too. All I got to do is just talk, and I've already screwed it up.
That's a lot of pressure you just put on us. Now everybody's going to know if the picture's not right or the stats aren't right at halftime.
Well, there's not. You can't get any worse than what I was doing over the stats and the camera work, so we're in good shape here. Bria Sargent will kick things off for the Pierre Governors. Last week had the short kick that went off of one of the Brookings Bobcats, and ended up the Governors picked it up. As Sargent will kick this one away here for the Govs. It'll be out to the 25-yard line where it'll be picked up by the Colonels, out to the 35, right to the 40, falling backwards and end up going forward are the Colonels to get out to the 42-yard line. As that's where Mitchell will start their first drive. Parker Denny was the one to return that. And so now here is Lucas Chenoweth for the Mitchell Colonels, and so far on the season, he is 15 of 20 for 135 yards passing, 1 interception, no touchdown passes. They have just 1 touchdown so far, and that came from Chenoweth's run, as they will run the ball quite often tonight. They've got 3 guys in the backfield here for Mitchell. They're going to run an option play, but that is broken up immediately. Tyden Winkler got right in between Chenoweth along with the McDaly. Chenoweth had nowhere to go, nowhere to pitch it to, and no gain on that first down run.
Yeah, Winkler got upfield really quickly that time and took away the pitch and then just flowed right downhill into Chenoweth and dropped him with a good form tackle. Double wing there, a lot of option usually on teams that have this kind of offense. So
this is a sound protection football, assignment football for the Governor defense. Have to make sure you stay with your assignment at all times.
Yeah, exactly. Option football. You never know. One missed assignment, you got a big play.
And this will be a handoff up the middle as Mitchell's trying to power their way forward. It'll be a good game for Parker Denny. He gets out to the 48-yard line in Mitchell territory. So it'll be now 3rd down and manageable, 3rd down and 3 here for the Colonels.
Yeah, good run there. Lewis on the tackle, but he ran really hard there and got through a couple Governors before they could bring him down.
So Denny picks up 7, and it's now 3rd down and 3 here for the Colonels with 8:40 left to go. Here in the first quarter, 7-0 lead for the Governors on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shuffleby scoreboard. Denny goes in motion. It'll be a toss play out to the left side, out to try to get to the sideline. They get a first down before he is driven out of bounds. Nathan McCormick on his first carry gets a first down as he gets out to the Governor 47-yard line.
Good run there. Just a toss sweep with a lot of runners or blockers in front of him, and Pierre couldn't quite get through the traffic to get him before the first down line.
You'll see McDaly, Parker Denny, and Nathan McCormick all run the football along with Lucas Chenoweth as well, as they, as Mendel said, like to run that wing and option plays left and right. As they've got the bulk of the carries so far. McCormick had just 5 through 2 games. As this will be handoff up the middle. Denny makes one-man miss. He gets in the secondary, and he is hit hard by Carson Stocher, but not before he picks up a first down, a gain of 11 for Denny, and the Mitchell offense is moving down the field right now.
Yeah, for sure. Good run there right up the middle, and right now they're finding some gaps.
In this Pierre Governor team has not allowed a score yet this year. 2 full games of a shutout. 32-0 against Aberdeen Central, and it was 49-0 last week against Brookings. And now with 7:45 to go in the first quarter, Mitchell's trying to answer back the Governor's first quick strike. Pistol formation here for Chenoweth. Brings a man in motion. That was Daly, and Chenoweth will take it himself. He is hit hard and thrown down. That's a big takedown by the Governor's Chance Sarda on the tackle. It's a big wrestling power move right there for Sarda, and it's a gain of just 1. Are they going to call it even a gain of 1? It is going to be a gain of 1 for Chenoweth.
Yeah, good inside-out assignment there by Sarda. Really stuck the quarterback once he turned it inside, and good pressure from the end to turn that in.
So it's now 2nd down and 9 here for the Mitchell Colonels. Pierre Governors defensively, Sarda has got the most tackles so far, 9.5 total tackles, 6 solo tackles by himself. through 2 games, leading the team. Pistol formation. Chenoweth will look to pass the first time. The throw was behind one receiver, out to the other one. Connor Singray might have been the intended target. McCormick was out there as well. It dropped in front of both, and it's now 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, not little confusion there maybe on the pattern, but 2 receivers real close, and hard to tell who that one was for.
And again, they don't throw the ball very much. Overall, offensively, they had thrown the ball just 39 times through 2 games. Tristan Jellis has thrown it 18 times, and Mick Daly's thrown it just once. But Chenoweth had 20 attempts through 2 games, so these guys are averaging 10-9 throws a game. That's not a whole lot per game for 11 AA. This will be a toss play in the backfield. First man to get to him. That was going to be Trey Lewis. Then Titan Winkler finished off the job, and that's a big loss on third down. And his 4th down and long as Mick Daly couldn't get anything going. And as Mitchell was looking like they're going to drive the field and maybe put some points up, that defense tightened up really quick, and it ends up being 4th and 12. And Mitchell looks like they're going to put the ball away.
Yeah, again, really good penetration from the ends for Pierre that time, turning the ball in, and then Lewis shooting the gap. Didn't bring him down in the backfield, but definitely slowed him down enough for all the rest of the Pierre defense to find him.
Make sure that you're not a fake here at the 38-yard line in Pierre Governor territory. You got to make sure there is no fake, and it will be a punt, a high end-over-end punt. Governor's got to make sure they get away from it and touch Pierre and trying to fall on top of it. Goes out of bounds. The Governors will get the ball. Spencer Schosberg, it hit him. He had no idea that ball was coming. He tried to get out of the way, and it bounced off of him. He tried to grab it back. He almost looked like he did. It rolled off of Mitchell, went out of bounds, and the Governors catch another break. That Mitchell doesn't get 1st and 10 at the Governor 12-yard line. Instead, it's Pierre Governor ball.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. You can see Lewis yelling at him that to get out of the way. The punt was going to be short, but unfortunately he was blocking his guy that found him. Did a really good job of trying to recover it once he realized the mistake. Just didn't get it corralled, and then fortunately they were close enough to the sideline to get out of bounds.
6:03 to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 lead for the Governors. Kaiser all times and kind in the pocket. He'll roll to his right now. He'll step up. He's going to roll to his left. Flag will come in. He's going to throw on the run, sliding for it and making a nice catch. It will be completed. George Stalley made the catch, but there is a flag. Going to result in a hold. And the Governors will have to be back inside their own 5-yard line now.
Yeah, lots of time, but once Kaiser rolled right, everybody kind of established that position. When he cut back left, then the defense tries to disengage, and it's pretty easy for the offensive lineman to grab hold of something.
And again, without the referee mic'd up, we won't be able to hear what Connor Singheisen says, who had the hold. He was the one that threw the flag as well. And they're trying to figure out now exactly where I think it's from the spot of the where the previous spot was.
Holding.
Oh, there you go.
Number 62 on the offense. Have this as the goal. Replay, 1st down.
So that's Ty Michael that gets called for it. And they will go half the distance, so they will put themselves at the 6-yard line. So either the hold was at the 12-yard line at the line of scrimmage, or they just go previous spot. And it's going to be 1st and 18. Make that 1st and 16 here. Got to get out to the 22-yard line from the 6. The Governors will start the drive now. Kaiser will bring Mosier in motion. Make that Titan bus in motion. He'll get set, and the Governors will take the snap design run here for Kaiser. Trying to get out of the shot of their own end zone. Spin move for Kaiser. He gets out to the 10 to the 14-yard line. And it's 2nd down here. The Governors got past the original line of scrimmage, and it's going to be 2nd down and about 8 here from the 14.
Yeah, good run there by Kaiser. Mitchell was pretty slow reacting to that motion. We better watch that a little bit. That motion man got out there, and Mitchell didn't really react to him. There might be something there later.
5:31 left to go, but the clock had stopped. I'm not sure why the clock had stopped. He never went out of bounds. Maybe they saw them go past a change and thought it was a 1st down. Kaiser with a quick pass over, looking for a screen. Jet Zabel, who was split out wide, makes the catch. He gets out of the 20. He goes out of bounds. Now the clock will stop at 5:16, and it will be out to the 20-yard line. So it's now 3rd down and manageable here for the Governors. A gain of 6 for Zabel.
Yeah, pretty simple throw there. Get K to completion.
That's it. Yeah, his 2nd completion overall, with Terwilliger making the initial catch for the touchdown. And so not a whole lot of yards yet for K. Kaiser. He's just 2 for 3 passing wise, but the Governors have a 3rd down and short here. 3rd and 3. Maybe that 3rd and 2 have to get to the 22. Trying to jump Mitchell offside. They do. The Governors do that so well time and time again.
encroachment, number 80 on the defense. 5-yard penalty that results in a first down.
Luke LeBrun, the sophomore, 185-pound, 6'3" sophomore, is called for that encroachment, and the 5-yard penalty results in a first down, and it's 1st and 10 for the 25 now for the Govs.
Yeah, you always like those free first downs like that, and yeah, just a little bit undisciplined there by Mitchell.
5:16 left to go here in the first quarter. Clock is stopped right now. Governors have it at their own 25-yard line. Pistol formation, Mosier in the backfield. Handoff for Mosier up to the right side. Trying to break free. He does, out to the 40, to the 45-yard line. He's out of bounds at the 41. They'll pull him back 4 yards, but a first down play for the Governors, and it's 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line now.
Yeah, big alley for him there, running off the right side of the line, and I don't think anybody touched him until he was 10 or 12 yards downfield.
Rolling up to 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter, and a 7-0 lead for the Governors. Receiver split out right side for Pierre. Pistol formation. Kaiser will hand it off again, this time to the near side, as it'll be Mosier another time. Breaks free through one tackle. He's out to the 35, trying to stiff arm a man as he got to the Mitchell 30, and it's 1st and 10. Another big run for Brock Mosier. The Governor running game is taking off here late in the first quarter.
Yeah, they're running kind of to the side away from the split wide receivers and finding a lot of success there. The line is sealing in the containment, and Brock's just running off tackle and going to daylight.
4:35 and counting to go in the first quarter. Governors still lead at 7-0. Second drive the ball game for Pierre. We get a whistle and maybe a timeout. No, we get a flag that comes flying in, and a false start will be called.
Dead ball. False start on the center. 5-yard penalty and repeat. First down.
Zayden Rouse gets called for the false start. And maybe he had moved the ball too much, trying to, after he had positioned himself with the ball, moving it too much, and he gets called for the false start penalty, so it's 1st and 15 from the 35. Tagging from right to left here are the Pierre Governors, trying to get up to a 2-score lead here late in the first with 4:12 to go. Kaiser steps back. He'll float one wide open. It's to Williger. 10-5, touchdown. Second touchdown grab for Cooper Terwilliger. It's a 35-yard touchdown pass from Kate Kaiser to Cooper Terwilliger, and the Governors are up 13-0.
Yeah, wide open. They're running straight down the middle of the field in a cover 2, and nobody picked him up at all. Kate did a really good job of lofting that up there for him.
So here's Ryan Berry. Made the first extra points. Racking up the point total right now as Berry kicking those extra points. Kate Kaiser will be the holder. Snap is good, the kick is up, and that one will also be good from Berry. It's a 14-0 lead for the Pierre Governors here with 4:04 to go in the first quarter. Back in 30 seconds.
Timeout. Heat timeout on the field.
Okay, they're going to take the heat timeout as well. So we will take a minute break. We'll come back in a minute. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR and watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping wants to make it easy for you to get that lush green lawn and that yard haven that you've been dreaming of. Visit dakotasprinkler.com to make appointments for sprinkler system spring startup, service calls, fall winterization, and landscaping quotes. Trust Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping's professionals to get you through the planning and installation to make your landscaping needs a reality. Visit dakotasprinkler.com today.
The 5-play drive for the Pierre Governors. They lead at 14-0 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. With 4:04 to go, they had their heat timeouts. So Bria Sargent now is ready to go to kick this one away. The Governors had a 5-play, 88-yard drive, officially 88-yard drive. They were backed up another 6 yards from that. So here's a short kick, calling for the fair catch. Wrong man caught the fair catch. So that also screwed things up for the Pierre Governors, trying to make the tackle, as it ended up being, I believe it was Chenoweth that made the catch. The quarterback was the one that caught it. Maybe that's number 10 instead, and Dustin Kurtenbach. No, that is Chenoweth that made that fair catch. So he was the second line of guys instead of being back there towards the back. He does it all for Mitchell, I guess.
Yeah, that is literally doing it all.
I mean, back in the day, you had Garrett Stout returning kicks for the Governors every once in a while, and you don't see very many quarterbacks do that, and only the special quarterbacks get to do something like that. As Chenoweth will hand it off here on 1st and 10. Not much running room. A gang of Governors are there to make the tackle, and it'll be second down at about 10, as it was McCormick on the carry and got nothing. Now, I say it takes a special quarterback, or you're so special that they really only want you to be the quarterback because you signed to go play for Ohio State. Then they say, nah, maybe you shouldn't. You could do that for us, but maybe you shouldn't do that for us. Only if we need you.
Right, exactly.
So here it's 2nd and 10, 3:30 left to go. It'll be interesting to see if Lincoln Keenels maybe gets in that game tomorrow against Youngstown State. That I think he's got a shot to maybe go play at some point. There's a handoff, lowering the shoulder, trying to make a huge hit was Mick Daly. But standing there was Chance Sarda and Elijah Bucci, Titan Winkler over there. They weren't going to let that happen. They weren't going to be hit hard by Mick Daly. They're going to hit Mick Daly hard, and it's 3rd down and 10 now for Mitchell.
Yeah, the Governor's doing a really good job of following their assignments here. You know, we talked about that earlier. Haven't seen the option since the first play, but definitely filling the right alleys and lanes from the linebackers.
3rd down and 10 from the 36-yard line, Mitchell territory with 2:45 to go. The Colonels looking to get on the board, down 14-0 here late in the first. Pistol formation. We'll see if Chenoweth will go back to pass. Play fake, rolling to the right. Chenoweth will throw, tipped and incomplete. There is a flag that comes in. Spencer Easlin got a hand on it to make it incomplete, but it is a hold against Mitchell, and Coach Steve Steele already saying, we're going to decline that, and Mitchell will have to punt the ball away from their own 36.
Yeah, really good coverage there by Eastland on the boundary sideline there.
Holding, number 52 on the offense. That penalty is declined. 4th down.
Brady Wilson called for the hold.
I don't know if that's fair to identify the guy that had the penalty when they don't accept it. That's kind of bad.
Well, at least you can go back and say, well, Brady, it doesn't matter anyway. We don't want you to do it again, but it didn't matter this time. It is going to be a punt here for the Mitchell Colonels. Last one was a little scary for the Pierre Governors. Spencer Schonsberg had to try and fall on top of it, ended up going out of bounds. So now here's the second punt from Tristan Jellis. That was partially blocked, and so it's going to take a Mitchell roll, though. Governors will still get really good field position at their own 40-yard line, but a couple of Governors, they had about 4 or 5 back there that could have got a hand on it, and there might have been 1 or 2 that did.
Yeah, we'd need replay to see who got that one. There was a big rush on him. And another thing they did really well, they didn't rough the kicker. They took good angles and were able to get a piece of the ball, and punter was still upright.
So 2:25 to go here in the first quarter. Governors have it at their own 40. Already leading 14-0 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. 3 receivers to the near side. Cade Kaiser will go back to pass. He's looking for a home run ball, looking for Ty and Bus, and it goes right through the hands, just a little bit too far for Bus. Falls incomplete, but the Governors had 6 written all over it. It's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Bus ran right by the corner and was wide open just off his fingertips a little bit. Again, Cade with a really nice trajectory on that pass, laid it up there for him to run under.
Give that to him again, and I think that's going to be 6 points for the Governors, as it's 2nd and 10 from their own 40, 2:18 to go here in the first quarter. Governors are up 14-0. Cooper Twilliger with 2 touchdown grabs, one of 7 yards, 5 yards, and the other of 35 yards. Here is a handoff for Trey Lewis this time as he's trying to barrel his way forward, runs over a man, and he's out to around the 44-yard line. And a first down for the Governors across midfield. That is a man's run there by Trey Lewis.
Yeah, that's a violent run. Angry run, I think they call that on the NFL channel.
As it will be 1st and 10 from the 44. Mendel, you don't watch the NFL Network too much, do you? Only around, actually, probably all the time.
Probably all the time. Probably too much.
Under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 14-0 lead for the Pierre Governors. Pistol formation. Lewis still in the backfield. The handoff, the snap was to the left of Kaiser. He turned all the way around. Lewis got the handoff. Stiff arms, one man still going. He got a first down. Another man's run from Trey Lewis as he gets inside the 35 to around the 33-yard line. Make that the 34. Gain of 11 and a first down for Pierre.
Yeah, really nice run by Trey backing that one up, and he's getting a good head start, and then, yeah, it's taken multiple people to bring him down. He's avoiding a lot of tackles.
Brock Mosier with 75 yards rushing. Trey Lewis on his 2 carries got 27 yards. This Governor offense, this offensive line has been very good on the rush plays. Here's Kaiser throwing on the run. Zabel's got the grab at the 25, trying to swing a man past him, and Zabel will be thrown back as he got to the 24-yard line. And the senior thought, hey, I'm going to stay in bounds and try and make a couple more plays here, but he got to the 24, another first down for Pierre as the Govs pick up 10 to the 20, and make that 11 to the 20, to the 10 of the 24.
Chunk yardage there by Pierre on offense, and one of the first times we've seen that bootleg with Kaiser coming left, which was kind of nice to see. And got to keep those defenses honest and go both ways like that.
1 minute to go here in the first quarter, and we've got timeout called. Mitchell will take the timeout. They had a couple of guys there wanting to sub, but it was starting to get late before the play was snapped, so they took the timeout. 14-0 is their score. 1 minute to go here in the first quarter. John Winkler alongside Mendel Miller here on this Friday evening. Glad you're with us on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Mendel, so far, you know, the passing game for Pierre over the last couple of years has just been very good. Lincoln Keenels is able to run the ball at will when he needed to for the Governors the last couple of years. Now this year with Brock Mosier, who was the featured back for the Govs last year, really getting, I mean, this Governor rushing attack with Mosier and Lewis, it's going to be really hard. And then you add Kaiser on top of it. It's going to be really hard to stop all three of those guys in the backfield.
Yeah, and, you know, just having two people like that, Lewis and Mosier, just you can wear defenses down and things like that. And certainly the offensive line is leaning on him pretty hard right now. So, yeah, I think you can see more of that as this game and as the season goes on.
And of course, Cooper Twilliger has got 2 catches for 2 touchdowns so far. Zabel's got a couple catches as well. Also helps to have 2 tight ends that are 6'4" and 6'5" that you can throw to. Some nice security blankets. Tight ends are very good security blankets for a lot of NFL quarterbacks, and they're so for Kate Kaiser is here. Here is Brock Mosier. It was a toss. It's a completed pass. Mosier, he hesitates the 5-yard line. He dove looking for the end zone, but he was out of bounds at the 3. It goes as a completed pass to Mosier because Kaiser had caught it, tossed it forward from himself with Mosier coming across, and he ends up going from the 24 down to the 3, a gain of 21 for Brock Mosier.
Yeah, again, more chunk yardage for Pierre here.
So it's first and goal from the 3. We'll see how they want to punch this one in for the Governors. Down to 40 seconds and counting here in the first quarter. Governors looking for a 3-score lead. Kaiser, pistol formation. Handoff will be for Mosier into the end zone for a touchdown. And the Governors will take a 20-0 lead. Brock Mosier gets the carry, a 3-yard run. He's already up to 78 yards on the ground here in the first quarter. And Pierre leads it 20-0 with 29 seconds to go here in the first.
Yeah, huge hole there by the middle of the Pierre line. The defensive line for Mitchell was about 5 yards in the end zone.
So Barry on for the extra point. She's looking to make this a 21-0 lead for the Pierre Governors. Snap is a good one. The kick will be up, and that's going to be straight through the uprights. It is 21-0 for the Pierre Governors here in the first quarter over the Mitchell Colonels with 29 seconds remaining in the first. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports. We might not be the largest repair shop in town, but we take pride in what we do. We want to make the experience as painless as possible for you, so we will work with your insurance company on your claim from beginning to the end. Locally owned with 50 years combined in the shop, Wheelhouse Auto Body will take the stress off of you. Wheelhouse Auto Body at 720 North Garfield, or contact them at 605-494-0436. 605-494-0436 or wheelhouseautobody@gmail.com. Back here at Mitchell, Joe Quintal Field, as the Pierre Governors are up 21-0 in the American Family Insurance Brittany Schoffelbein scoreboard. That last drive, 5 plays, 60 yards. It was a 3-yard touchdown run for Brock Mosier, and the Govs are 3 for 3 scoring here in this first quarter with only 29 seconds to go. Mitchell has found themselves down pretty big here in this first quarter, and the Governors are not going to take it easy on the Colonels. That showdown with Yankton next week, that's going to be a fun one. We'll have coverage starting at 6:30 next Friday. Kickoff at 7 o'clock down in Yankton. So it's a tough place to play down in Yankton. The visiting team doesn't do well a lot Governors, in the few losses they've had over the last 5-6 years over this stretch of the 6 state championships, most of their losses have come down in Yankton. This will be a line drive kick from Sargent, taken around the 26-yard line, as up to the middle to the right side, and it will be to the 42. It was Tate Wentz, the punter. Make the kicker is the one. The kicker kicked it to the kicker, and he took it out to the 42, 43-yard line, where Mitchell will take over with 20 seconds remaining here in the first quarter.
Only thing that could have made that better is if Sargent would have ran down and tackled him, right? Kicker to kicker, tackled by the kicker.
As long as she doesn't kick him, you don't want the kicker to kick the kicker. We had too many. That would have been too confusing for everybody else. It was already confusing enough. Here is 1st and 10 for the 42. Man comes in motion. They'll fake the handoff to him, then give out to number 21 and Mick Daly. Parker Denny had the fake, and then Daly took the handoff, and he was met in the backfield and lost a yard back to the 41. And that should take us to the end of the first quarter. Governors will lead at 21-0 at the end of one over the Metro Colonels. Back in a minute with the second quarter. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
The Swartz Agency, operating in the Pierre-Fort Pierre area since 2006, wants to welcome Cooper Swartz, our newest licensed agent, joining Ryan and Sylvia. Home and auto insurance, we cover it. Commercial and farm insurance, we cover it. Remember, quotes are free, and the chances are the Swartz Agency can save you money on your policy and provide the same or better coverage. Call Ryan, Sylvia, or Cooper at 224-0707. That's 224-0707.
As we welcome you back here to start the second quarter, Pierre Governors lead at 21-0 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schoffelbein scoreboard. It will be 2nd and 11 to start this second quarter as Chenoweth will go back to pass. He'll float it. It's going to be over the top of Daly and falling incomplete. And it'll bring a 3rd down and 11 now here for the Mitchell Colonels. Mendel, that first quarter, just like the other 8 quarters we've had so far, belong to the Pierre Governors, and there was no question about it.
Yeah, you take away, about 20 yards in their first 4 or 5 plays Mitchell had. I think Pierre adjusted a little bit on defense, and I think they're probably negative since then.
So it's 3rd down and 11 from the Mitchell 41-yard line. 4 seconds gone by here in the second quarter. 21-0 lead for the Govs as they are in a stranglehold already in this game. Looking for a quick screen pass. Catch will be made out here in the near side as it will be caught by Connor Singray. The first completion by Chenoweth, but he gets out to the 24 to make the 45-yard line. Just a gain of 4, and it's going to be 4th down and 7, and it will bring up most likely a punting situation here. Are they going to go for it?
Don't see the punter running on. They're going to give it a run here.
So instead of punting the ball like they had been, they're going to go for it on 4th down. 4th and 7 from the 45 with 11:20 to go here in the second quarter. That tells you, as they're still going to get across midfield, Mitchell doesn't want to, they have to score on this drive. They need to score on this drive. Rolling to the right is Chenoweth. He's going to look to pass. He'll dump it over the middle. It's going to be intercepted by Lucas Chamberlain. He's out to the 41-yard line where he gets wrapped up and down. Lucas Chamberlain gets the interception, his first of the season, and the Govs have it at the Mitchell 41.
Yeah, nice play there, just cutting in front of the tight end who had hooked up. Probably only 4 yards past the line of scrimmage. He wasn't going to get the first down anyway, but Lucas takes the opportunity to pad the stats a little bit.
So Chamberlain with the interception. And the Govs are now in business at the Mitchell 41-yard line. 11:04 to go here in the first half. Pierre leads at 21-0. And again, a reminder that 35-0 would start the running clock in the second half. Can't start here in the second quarter, though, as Kate Kaiser will throw it over the middle. Catch will be made as the receiver had to turn back around. And that'll be caught by Keenan Scotts And Scott will have his first grab. Nice job to go back to the ball. It's not enough for a first down, but a gain of 8 to the 33.
Yeah, he did turn around. It was a little bit behind him, but he was wide open, and I'm sure Cade just wanted to make sure he got it in the vicinity there.
The 6'2", 195-pound senior with his first reception of the ball game. He started as the receiver in game number 1 for the Pierre Governors. Tyne Buss has started in that spot over the last 2 games now for Pierre. Brock Mosier split out wide to the near side. Governors have that oversized line with everybody up front. Cade Kaiser, he'll bring Mosier in motion. He'll flip it, complete a pass for Brock Mosier again. He gets the 30 to the 26-yard line, a first down. Another catch there for Brock Mosier, and you've got an injured Mitchell Colonel right now who's holding on to his left leg. That is Seth Foote, the 5'10", 190-pound senior. And they will have to stop the clock here with 10:09 to go. Casey Michelson, the first one there, as they're closer to the Pierce sideline. But Foote is in a lot of pain right now. Hopefully he is okay, but didn't see if it was a non-contact injury for him to fall. Maybe doesn't look like it's just a cramp. They're not stretching him out right now. I would love to see them try and stretch him out, as the athletic training staff will get out to Foote and check with him now from the Mitchell sideline. 10:09 to go here in the first half. It will be 1st and 10 for the Governors at the Mitchell 25-yard line, with Brock Mosier picking up that first down on the very soft pass from Cade Kaiser to Brock Mosier.
Yeah, Pierre goes with empty backfield and then motions Mosier back to the formation, and Kaiser has a little 1-yard pass to catch it and drop it in his hands. Pad the stats again. Completion percentage is pretty high on those passes, and I don't believe that's the Mitchell defender that Zabel was blocking, but Zabel again doing a heck of a job out there on the side to pin in and give Mosier the sideline.
Foote is back up onto his feet, and he is being helped off. A little bit of help to walk. He is able to put a little bit of pressure on both of his legs, at least a little bit of pressure as he's walking off the field slowly, but it is good that he was able to get back up and able to at least put some weights on both of his feet. It'll be 1st and 10 here once they get him off the field, and the Governors will have it at the Mitchell 25-yard line. And Mendel, he said that the throwing percentage is pretty high and something like that, and it's a perfect design play, because if Mosier doesn't catch it cleanly, if you try and hand it off and it's bad, it ends up being a loss if you get the ball back even. But there, if Mosier doesn't catch it, well, it's just an incomplete pass, and it's just 2nd down and 10 from that spot. You don't lose anything for that one.
Yeah, exactly. About as safe as it comes, and he's coming back in motion, so he's got a full head of steam and can get that corner a little easier.
So now it's 1st and 10 from the Mitchell 25-yard line. Governors, the handoff. Lewis in the backfield makes one man miss. He's going to cut it to the outside, gets outside the hash marks. He's out to the 10, to the 5. He gets in the end zone for a touchdown. Trey Lewis with 9:50 to go here in the first quarter. Another Mitchell Colonel is down, holding his left leg again. There is a flag as well at the 20-yard line, so this might be coming back and not a touchdown after all for the Governors. So the training staff, who was just talking with Seth Foote, now they've got another injured player. Looks like Nate McCormick is the one that is hurt, and that's
face mask penalty on the defense. The score is good. We penalize on the try or the kickoff.
So it will be a touchdown run for Trey Lewis of 25 yards, and the Govs are up 27-0 right now.
We'll penalize 5 yards on the kickoff.
And the Govs are not going to take the half the distance on the extra point attempt. They will take it on the kickoff as well. So Barry will come back out and look for a 4th extra point here in this first half. 27-0 lead for the Governors with 9:50 to go here in the second quarter. Cade Kaiser is the holder for the Govs. Snap is good. The kick will be up, and that is good again from Ryan Berry. 28-0 lead for the Pierre Governors here with 9:50 to go in the second quarter. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports. It's the Dog Days of Summer Sale going on now at Beck Motor Company of Pierre. We are excited to support our local kids again this year. Good luck, Governors and Buffaloes. We are here for all your automotive needs. Get 4 free oil changes with your pre-owned vehicle purchase during the month of August. See all our offers and specials at www.beck-motors.com. 224-5912. Beck Motor Company, Pierre. It is the Pierre Governors with a 28-0 lead here as they have a 3-play, 41-yard drive. It started with the Lucas Chamberlain interception and ended with a Trey Lewis 25-yard run. And the Pierre Governors have a 28-0 lead. It was a 5-yard penalty, a 5-yard face mask penalty that has now got the enforcement on the kickoff. So Bria Sargent will be at the edge of the M logo here at Joe Quinto Field and kick it from left to right at the 45-yard line. We'll see if the Governors have anything up their sleeve. Or Sargent will try and kick it as far as she possibly can. She can kick a soccer ball pretty long ways. Just a little bit harder to kick a football that far, but Sargent now will kick it away, try and kick it to the sideline. They'll call for a fair catch, and the catch will be made by Kellen Odell, the 6-foot, 175-pound junior. Make that Odell made the fair catch. 9:49 left to go here in the second quarter, and it'll be 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line for the Mitchell Colonels. 28-0. Governors have that lead. And Mendel, all of a sudden, we got close to a score here that Pierre can get the running clock started again in the second half, at the beginning of the second half.
Yeah, the only thing they're missing so far from last week to this week is that defensive touchdown or that return touchdown.
They'll go with a double handoff here, looking for the reverse, go to the nearest side. Down the sideline, it's to the 50, the 45, as Parker Denny gets all the way to the 35-yard line of the Pierre Governors. They weren't necessarily ready for that reverse by the Colonels. The handoff from Chenoweth to Daly, back to Denny, and Denny took it all the way to the 35-yard line. A big run on first down for Mitchell to get into the Governor territory.
Yeah, really nice design there, double handoff, and all the ball's going right while all the linemen are coming left, and then once they hand it off that second time, they're out there in front and did a really good job of locking up on the Pierre defenders.
So with a 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line, Governors have the 28-0 lead. From the Governor 35-yard line now, Chenoweth looking for the option. He'll pitch it back to Denny. He's going to try and make something happen. He spun right into 2 Governors who spear him back. Back to the 39-yard line, a loss of 4. And my goodness, looks like Tyne Winkler and Elijah Bucci picked up a couple spears on Parker Denny.
And not in a bad way. Not to get flagged, but certainly.
Those are 2 hits. When you look back on film, everybody in the room goes, "Ooh!"
Yeah, exactly. They were right there, and as you said, he was spinning away from one tackler. Pierre had a bunch of people out there in front of him, and of course he doesn't see those coming, so he takes the full effect of those hits.
8:29 left to go and counting here in the second quarter. Governors lead at 28-0. 2nd and 14 from the Governor 39-yard line. Mitchell with the ball. High snap. Looking for the screen pass. It's going to be Mick Daly make the catch. He's got space. He's out of the 30, and he runs into Spencer Schonsberg, who ends up with the tackle. Mick Daly tried to go real hard into Schonsberg. He gets out to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10, a gain of 15 there. Make that 14 for Mick Daly.
Yeah, nice little screen pass there. 2 Pierre linemen were in the air, and the ball floated just barely over both of them, and then, there was a lot of space for Daly to run, and he finished the run well.
7:50 to go, 1st and 10 from the Governor 25-yard line. Same formation, this time a handoff up the middle for Daly, and he'll get a couple of yards out to around the 21. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 6 to go.
Now it's here. Going to see some pride on that Governor defense, trying to hold that shutout streak in place here when they get close to the red zone. See if they step it up, maybe send a blitzer or 2 to plug some gaps.
And here's the other thing, too, with Mitchell down 28-0, where they're at in the field. They already went for it on 4th down on their own territory. Whether they like that Tate Wentz can kick field goals or not, 3 points isn't going to be enough. They got to go for 6 every drive right now. Chenoweth will throw to the near side. McCormick will make the catch. Good to see him back in the game. He was wrapped up. The ball came out the last second, but the forward progress has stopped right as the whistle blew. I believe maybe it was Spencer Easlin that knocked the ball free. It still is a loss of a couple, and it's 3rd down and 8, loss of 2. And McCormick made the catch. He was wrapped up, and the referee, I wouldn't say the referee bailed him out, but it was the right call because the forward progress was stopped.
Yeah, he just kept getting pushed back by the Governor defense, but a good job there of targeting the football by the guys coming in later.
So now it's 3rd down and 8 from the 24-yard line. Chenoweth will go back to pass. He's looking. He's still looking. He's hit from behind as the ball went forward, so it's an incomplete pass. As it was, I believe, Evan Anderson that got to him first and nearly got the sack, nearly had the forced fumble. It was 4th down and 8, and Mitchell's going to have to go for it here.
Yeah, really good play there by Evan Anderson coming off the blind side, and nobody open downfield. He's forced to hold the ball a little bit longer than he should have, and Anderson got a good clean hit on him. Fortunately for Mitchell, the ball goes forward.
6'1", 235-pound senior defensive lineman for the Governors. He has been a force for Pierre over the last couple of years. Been fun to watch him grow and continue to be a better football player year in and year out. 6:20 to go here in the second quarter, 4th down. Chenoweth backs up. The pocket collapsed quickly, and he is sacked by Chance Sarda, and the Governors will get the stop on downs, turnover on downs, and they'll have it at their own 27-yard line. A loss of 3 on that 4th down play. And Chance Sarda picks up a sack. The Governors haven't really had a whole lot of sacks so far in the season. Overall, they've had just 3, as it was Bucci, Winkler, and Anderson, the only ones with sacks to this point, and Chance Sarda gets his first one. And the Govs have a 28-0 lead with 6:14 to go here in the second quarter. Got the heat timeout. We'll keep it here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Mendel, this is a big, I wouldn't say a huge drive for the Governors, but if you get this drive to score, all of a sudden they're up 35-0, can be up 35-0, and Pierre can get that running clock started in that second half and make this a quicker ball game.
Yeah, so far it seems like the offense has been able to do pretty much what they wanted to do. Passing, we've had some big shots downfield that have been open to the option, and of course both running backs running really hard as well. So see if we can continue that momentum, but for the time being, it looks like the Pierre Governor offense is clicking on all cylinders.
As they will be looking for 5 for 5 to start this opening, the 5 for 5 on drives. Kate Kaiser's got 94 yards passing, 78 yards rushing for Brock Mosher, along with 52 for Trey Lewis and 47 as well for Cade Kaiser, as Kaiser has been very good. Just a one incompletion as Kaiser steps back, looking over the middle, looking for Jed Zabel. The near sideline makes the catch. He's pushed out of bounds in Mitchell territory. As Kaiser's gone over the century mark passing-wise, Kaiser's got to make that Zabel with another catch as he is pushed out at the 36-yard line in Mitchell territory with 6:06 to go.
Big pass there from Kaiser to Zabel, and wide open, nice throw for him right over the shoulder, and
right around 36-yard completion there as Kaiser will step back to pass again. All kinds of time. He's rolling to the right. There is a flag. Another flag comes in, and another flag. 3 flags on the same play. Might be for 3 different things as Cooper Twilliger was looking for the completion of the end zone. And it looks like it's going to be pass interference on Mitchell. There's going to be at least a hold on the Governors. Kaiser took a big hit right around the time that another flag was coming out, so it could be 2 penalties on Pierre. Either way, they all should offset to the point of it replaying the first down.
We have 2 fouls on the play. Holding on the offense, number 53. Holding on the defense, number 3. Those penalties offset. We'll replay first down.
So the Pierre Governors, the hold, I don't know if that was Jacob Mickenden was called for the hold for Pierre, and then it was Connor Singray called for the hold on the Colonels. Offsetting penalties, and it remains 1st and 10. We laughed last week because they finally, on the 10-yard penalty on one, a 15-yard penalty on the other. They just went 5 yards as Kaiser throws over the middle looking for Twilliger, who's open, and the catch is bobbled. A completed pass. He made the catch. A flag comes down. He made the catch, and a touchdown for Pierre. It's 34-0 with 5:44 to go.
Great catch there. I think the flag's going to be for interference on the defense or holding again, just like the last time Terwilliger ran right by the defensive back. Kaiser throws it up there.
Pass interference on the defense. That'll be enforced on the kickoff.
Cooper Twilliger, you're a freshman. You're not supposed to make those catches. You're getting interfered with trying to make a catch, and you still made your third touchdown grab. He hasn't looked like a freshman all year. He didn't look like an 8th grader playing with the senior Legion team this past summer as well. The extra point for Ryan Berry. The kick is going to be up, and it's going to be good, and it's a 35-0 lead. The Pierre Governors are getting the job done. Cooper Twilliger with a hat trick. 3 touchdown grabs. 5:44 to go here in the second quarter. Governors have that 35-0 lead. We'll keep it here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Mendel, like I said, I don't know how Twilliger should be doing this. He should not be doing this as already saying he's a 6'5", 210-pound freshman doesn't make sense, and then he's making these catches. It is so much fun to watch this so far from Cooper Twilliger. We're only 3 games in the season, not even 3 games in the season.
Yeah, and no, you're gonna look at me kind of funny here and call me a liar, but actually coming into tonight, I was thinking that Terwilliger might just go off. I don't know why.
Now you say it.
Now I say it.
Now you say it.
You didn't ask me before in my defense. But, yeah, like I say, 6'5", 210, and he doesn't – I mean, he moves like a guy that's not a freshman. He knows – he's athletic. He knows how to control his body. He knows football as well. He knows how to get open and run the pattern the right way so Kate can find him, and he's having a heck of a night.
That's the other thing, too, is Bria Sargent would actually kick it from the Colonel 45-yard line with the penalty enforced. A lot of freshmen, a lot of 8th graders freshmen at 6'5" would have no idea what to do with a 6'5" frame. But Cooper Twilliger has grown into a man as a freshman and knows how to control, is very coordinated for a 6'5", 14-year-old. As it will be Bria Sargent will kick this one away. This will be a kick to the 10-yard line, taken by the Colonels, out to the 15, to the 20. A flag will come flying through. Another hanky finds the field as the tackle will be made around the 24-yard line. And most of the time when the flag comes out, before a tackle will be made, it's usually on the receiving team.
Holding number 80 on the return team. 10-yard penalty from the spot. The first down, Mitchell.
Luke LeBrun gets called for that hold with 5:36 to go here in the first half. 35-0 lead for the Governors over the Mitchell Colonels. So 1st and 10, they'll have it at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Colonels at the 14.
It is 5:36 to go here in the first half, and a handoff not going much of anywhere out to the 15-yard line. A host of Governors are right there to make the tackle. As it was Parker Denny got the handoff, and he'll pick up just 1 yard.
Denny for a gain of 1 to the 15.
Yeah, again, good defense by the Governors' defensive line there, freeing up. I believe that was Lucas Chamberlain that got on him first, along with a lineman that I couldn't see, but 2 or 3 Governors wrapping him up. Good hard run there by him, actually. That was, he didn't go down easily.
Under 5 minutes to go now here in the first half. Hearing from our good friend Trevor Lightfield, who says he would know what to do with the 6'5" frame, even though he's only 5'5". So it'll be a handoff again to Parker Denny, and nowhere to go. Might have lost a yard. I think he's back to the line of scrimmage. It's actually be a 3rd down and 10 here for the Mitchell Colonels at their own 14-yard line with 4:30 left to go here in the first half.
Yeah, the nose guard Lango getting in there and wrapping him up in the backfield. Every defensive lineman's dream, right? Split the gap and have the runner run right into you.
Outside of picking off a pass, tipping and picking off and running for a pick 6. That's the only other dream that a defensive lineman, I wouldn't say only other dream, but that is one of the big dreams of a defensive lineman. 4:10 left to go here in the first half. Shotgun formation. Chenoweth pump fakes. He is run down and sacked for Elijah Bucci inside the 5-yard line of the 4. The Governors will force a 3-and-out by Mitchell. And now I know they're down by 35 points. They've gone from their own territory. This is not a spot to go for it. At your own 3-yard line, they will have to come out and punt it, and the Governors might just bring the house to try and get a block and either get a safety or a punt block for a touchdown.
Yeah, big rush there. He wanted to swing it out in the flat to his back, and it was well covered.
This will be the punt attempt, and it will be a punt out of the end zone. Running up to it, bobbling it is Trey Lewis. He's going to pick it up. He's out to the 35-yard line already, to the 30, going to the far side, trying to break through a tackle, and he's going to be run down to the 32, where the Governors will take over, make that the 28. Somewhere around the 28, 27-yard line, they'll take over in Mitchell territory. 3:22 left to go. Still thinking about Trevor Lightfield saying he's 5'5", and we all could do something with a 6'5" frame if we had it, right? We all think that we could.
Yeah, and I was just thinking, too, obviously I'm not a defensive lineman, or I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know.
I would have got the interception right?
I don't think my frame's a defensive lineman frame either. 3:22 left to go here in the first half. Not strong like those defensive linemen are for the Pierre Governors. 3 receivers to the near side. Shotgun formation. Empty backfield here for Cade Kaiser. Governors may be looking to take a 40-point lead here before the end of the half. Kaiser design run. He's to the 30 to make the 25 to the 20 as he's wrapped up inside the 20-yard line. I believe the second time the Governors are in the red zone. Make that the third time they're in the red zone right now, looking to score for the 6th time. And it's going to be first to make that 2nd down and 2 from the 18-yard line and gain an H for Kaiser in that 1st down run.
2nd and 2.
Call from the 19-yard line here for the Govs. Inside the red zone with under 3 to go. Kaiser will step back to pass. He'll throw. Wide open is George Stalley. He's out to the 5. Couldn't stay on his feet. Stalley makes the grab at the 5-yard line where he's tripped up. Stalley he could smell the end zone. He just couldn't quite stay on his feet and fell to the turf. Gain of 14. And it's 1st and goal from the 5-yard line now for Pierre.
Yeah, really nice pattern there. Little delay underneath pattern and wide open, nobody around him.
So now it is a pistol formation. 2:30 left to go. Handoff for Mosier looking for another touchdown run. He dives in the end zone for a touchdown. The Governors lead at 41-0 with 2:29 left to go here in the first half. Another touchdown run for Brock Mosier. So Brian Barry will be on for the extra point to try and make this a 42-0 lead for the Pierre Governors. They've already got that running clock in their sights for the second half with 2:29 to go. Listen to KCCR Pierre, a Riverfront broadcasting station. The extra point from Barry was blocked, and it doesn't get through. A blocked extra point, and it's a 41-0 lead still for Pierre with 2:29 left to go. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR. You're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Are you building or remodeling your house? Looking for a trustworthy plumber? We all have to deal with a plumbing problem every now and then. Why not let the experts handle it for you? Contact Matt with Graves Plumbing at 222-8400. Graves Plumbing, the go-to for all your plumbing needs. Don't forget to visit them on Facebook to check out the excellent work they've done. Call Matt at Graves Plumbing today at 222-8400. That's 222-8400.
It is a 41-0 lead for the Pierre Governors with 2:29 left to go here in the first half as the Govs have gone 6 for 6. That was a 3-play, 26-yard drive. And a touchdown run for Brock Mosier, his second of the game. We've got 3 for Cooper Twilliger, 2 runs for Brock Mosier, and a run for Trey Lewis as the Governors are all over Mitchell right now at 41-0. As Bria Sargent will actually have to kick the ball off from the 40-yard line this time. First time since it was, 21-0 that she's actually kicking the ball off at the normal distance. So it's been a penalty on Mitchell on a scoring play for Pierre. So she will kick it off at her own 40 with 2:29 to go here in the first half. 41-0 lead. We'll have scores at halftime. Sully Buttes, they played earlier today. You heard that on Country 95.3 and on PureCountry.com as it was Faulkton area picking up a 56-20 win over Sully Buttes on Soybees homecoming game. We'll have scores from around the state. Stanley County on a bye this week. Short kick from Sargent. Bouncing ball. That's going to be picked up by McCormick. He's out to the 35-yard line. Makes one man miss, and we'll have a push to the back penalty call as McCormick got out to around the 44-yard line, and they'll back it up from the 36. We'll see if that's how far that penalty will push them back.
Illegal block in the back. Number 80. Yards from the spot of the foul. The first down.
Is 15 yards for the spot of the foul. 15 yards is what our referee in Connor Singheisen was meaning to say, or he probably did say. The mic just cut out there. Or maybe he said umpteen yards. It is first and 10 from the 26 here for the Mitchell Colonels with 2:20 left to go. And again, running clock would start in the second half here for the Governors and the Colonels here in this ball game, but still got another 2:20 left here in that first half. From under center, another double handoff. The Governors had this one well read as Mick Daly that is spun around and thrown down at the 24-yard line. So a loss of 2. Governors, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And that was not the case. Governors are not going to be fooled again.
Yeah, exactly. Same play they ran, only to the opposite direction, and it's tough on a play like that to get it to work twice.
I think it was George Bush that said, "Fool me twice, you can't get fooled again." Second down and 12 from the 24-yard line. From under center, it'll be a handoff up the middle. Nowhere to run. Governors are right there. Again, this time it's Evan Anderson. That defensive line for the Governors, they are just so tough. Chance started along with them in the linebacker position. A gain of just 1 for Nathan McCormick, And with 1:20 left to go, it's now 3rd down and 11 from the 25-yard line.
Yeah, closing that off fast. Really nice job there. Linebackers, D-line, everybody assignment sound.
Now to 1:05 to go here in the second quarter. 41-0 lead for Pierre. Chenoweth will go from the pistol to under center. He's going to try and run it forward. He got hit hard. He is pushed back. And the Governors were not going to let Chenoweth get too much of a QB sneak as Titan Winkler, Chance Sarda, and Chenoweth got absolutely blown up there on that 3rd down run. He did get the forward progress out to the 28-yard line, a gain of 3, but it's 4th down and long. And I think they have to run one more play. They can maybe just try and run this clock out, but it's 4th down here with 25 seconds to go. They don't have the play clock. They actually have a play clock, but they don't have it on. So we'll watch the back judge referee. He's already at the 10. They can get it to around 6 seconds or so. Over the timeout will be taken by Coach Larson with 7 seconds left here in the second quarter. So do you punt the ball away? Because if you don't punt the ball away, you got to at least run around for 7 seconds and not give Pierre another shot inside your own territory. And I know Pierre's up 41-0, but if you give them one more offensive play, they're going to go for a home run ball and try and make it a 49-0 lead.
Yeah, I think I don't see a punter going out there. He looks like he's huddling with the offense. Oh, now they're calling the special teams out. So they're going to kick it, hopefully get a bounce, let it roll, and get the 7 seconds used up.
And, because you're in a no-win situation because you don't really want to give Pierre another shot, even at a punt return here late in the first half, but it's just not quite short enough time for you to run a play and maybe just throw the ball away and be done with the half. So we'll see the punt team come out. Trey Lewis, Ty and Bus will back up to around their own 40-yard line to around the 35. And from 4th and 8 from the 28-yard line, Gillis will punt the ball away. Governors are getting everybody back to try and let this be a return here. Bus will make the catch to the 40-yard line. He gets to the 45. This is the last play of the half. Bus is still with it. He's spinning around, and he falls down at the 48. He is tackled, and that will bring us to the end of the first half. Pierre Governors dominating 41-0 On the American Family Insurance Brittany Shuffleby and scoreboard here at the half. Back in 3 minutes with halftime stats. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health care is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner, they will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
So I switched my insurance to State Farm, and get this. I talked to an actual State Farm agent who lives in my actual town. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town gave me actual help with the coverage I needed. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town who gave me actual help actually knows my name. And get this. They actually say it's called service.
See the team at Potsdam State Farm or visit insuredwithbecky.com.
Stolken Peterson LLP has been your local CPA firm for over 40 years, offering tax preparation, bookkeeping, payroll, and consulting services. If your business, farm, or ranch needs professional, accurate, and reliable services, we are your firm. Our clients are our number one priority. If you need a higher level of accounting service, give us a call at 605-224-5828. That's Stolken Peterson LLP, 222 East Missouri Avenue in Pierre.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention, it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
We all have had to fix little things. Loose screw? Get a screwdriver. Nail coming up? Find a hammer. Bolt coming loose? Get some wrenches. Sometimes these little things tend to make us think we can fix big things. Plug drain? Call Allied Plumbing. Water heater leaking? Call Allied Plumbing. Sewer backed up? Trust me, leave it to the professionals and rely on your ally. Call Allied Plumbing. With 75 years of combined experience, it speaks for itself. Allied Plumbing, 494-2001.
Hello, I'm Pastor Jeff Lathrop of Pierre First United Methodist Church, and I'd like to invite you to join us in person for worship on Sunday mornings at 8:30 a.m. or 11 a.m. You can also join us on Facebook Live or on KCCR 1240 a.m. or 98.9 FM for our Sunday morning broadcast at 11 a.m. Come worship with us at First United Methodist Church, where you will find open hearts, open minds, and open doors.
As we welcome you back here, it is the Pierre Governors leading 41-0 here at the end of the first half. John Winkler alongside Mendel Miller. And Mendel, let's get the stat breakdown from you here.
Yeah, sure. First of all, team-wise, we'll start with Mitchell. 19 carries for 47 yards on the ground. 3 of 8 with an interception for only 16 yards through the air, so only 63 yards total. Individually, Denny has 55 yards rushing, and Daly has the most receiving yards with 14. Pierre, great balance again, just like last week. 16 carries for 190 yards as a team on the ground. Mosier 7 for 83 and 2 touchdowns, and then Lewis 3 carries for 52. Kaiser has 3 for 55. Through the air, 10 out of 12, 179 yards for Kaiser. 3 TDs for Terwilliger and 76 yards on 3 catches. Zabel has 3 catches for 53. So about 360 total yards for Pierre and about 66 or 63 for Mitchell. So domination by Pierre, just like on the scoreboard.
Governors have that 41-0 lead here at the end of the first half. We'll come back here in just a little bit with more. We'll have scores from across the state. We'll talk more in the halftime show as the Govs are on the in the lead, 41-0 here at the end of the first half. Back after this here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Let Country Carpet and Flooring help you update your home or office with the latest fashion trends. With over 30 years of experience, we can help you find the right flooring or window treatments for your needs. Stop down to 414 East Sioux Avenue or call for an appointment at 224-9297 for your free consultation and estimate. Go Govs!
At Anderson Rumka Dental, we want to change the way your family views the dentist. Let us replace your dread of the chair with personal service in a friendly and inviting atmosphere. Using state-of-the-art technology, we offer porcelain crowns completed in one day, saving you time and money. Anderson Rumka Dental, located at 1521 North Harrison Avenue in Pierre, experience dental procedures performed while you are in a deeply relaxed state, often with no recollection of the time past. Anderson Rumka Dental. Call us today at 224-6111. That's 224-6111.
Every day, you share personal information about yourself with others. You may write a check, charge fuel, rent a car, mail your tax returns, schedule a doctor's appointment, or post something on social media. Each transaction may share some sort of personal information, such as bank and credit card account numbers, social security number, name, address, or phone number. There are unscrupulous individuals, identity thieves, targeting these routine transactions, trying to gain your information to commit fraud. If you think somebody has stolen your identity, contact Consumer Protection at 1-800-300-1986.
Since 1906, Dakota Prairie Bank has served Presho, Draper, and the Fort Pierre communities. Dakota Prairie Bank is a full-service bank with friendly, professional service. Stop in and visit with their professional staff and let them assist you in all your banking needs. Small enough to know you, large enough to offer the services you need. Dakota Prairie Bank with locations in Presho, Draper, and Fort Pierre. Member FDIC.
Why am I so sore? There are everyday moments.
Hey, hold the ladder! Hold the ladder!
Yeah, that hurt. And there are epic moments.
Slide! College! Class of 1995!
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
AGE Corporation's Contractors and Crane Service is a proud supporter of Pierre Governor Athletics. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work construction and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That's 223-2732. AGE, proud supporters of local sports.
Ferding Electric has a long history of doing electrical work the right way. Economical service, professional work, and customer satisfaction is why they can say that. Ferding Electric can do residential, farm, and commercial projects. Doesn't matter if they are charged with new construction or a remodel project, they get it conducted. Contact the staff at Ferding Electric at 224-8684. They can light a spark into your next project. Ferding Electric, 224-8684.
Home Care Services is a private agency committed to providing expert advice and specialized care to those who want to remain living independently at home. Home Care Services has a team of nurses, caregivers, and administrative staff that offers 30-plus years of in-home support services to our local community. For more information about Home Care Services, call 224-2273. Expert advice, professional care, Home Care Services, 224-2273, or online at homecareservicessd.com.
As we welcome you back here, we are here at Joe Quintal Field as the Pierre Governors have a 41-0 lead at the break. The band on the field right now, and a great show they're putting on here for the fans here at Joe Quintal Field, and you get a chance to watch that if you're on YouTube at KCCR Sports. John Wickler alongside Mendel Miller, but we are let's go through some of the scores from across the states as the big game of the week. It is O'Gorman and T area. It is a 41-30 lead for O'Gorman with 8 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Both teams at 2-0 to start the season, but it is O'Gorman with a 41-30 lead over the T area Titans. We'll see the Titans at the second and final week 8, or I guess technically be week 9, but our 8th game of the season right before the last regular season game. Spearfish is all over Douglas, 41-0 nearing halftime. Of course, the Governors are up 41-0 here at halftime as well. Huron is beating Brookings right now, 28-6 at the end of the first half. The Brookings Bobcats finally got on the scoreboard, but the Huron Tigers are looking for their first win, up 28-6. It is Watertown, Yankton tied 14-14. That's the other game to watch. If Yankton wins, and right now the Governors have a 41-0 lead, if they can find themselves with the win here, finish off a win, both teams will be at 3-0, but Watertown, with 5 minutes to go in the second quarter, they're tied with Yankton at 14-14. In 11 AAA, the only other game going on right now, Brandon Valley all over Rapid City Central, 32-0. That game is closing in on its finish. In 11A, couple of final scores. Del Rapids beat Hot Springs 20-14. Vermilion won in overtime over Millbank, 22-0. Is St. Thomas More leading Belfouche 13-0. West Central over Madison, 22-7. Winner, the top team in 11A, beating the 11A team, Beersford 20-6 at the start of the third quarter. Chamberlain over Lakota Tech 34-6. Dakota Valley beating Sioux Falls Christian 7-0. In 11B, Miller Highmore Herald, we talked with, in Coach's Corner, we talked with Travis Heasley of the Miller Highmore Herald Rustlers. And as they are looking to play here, they're playing tomorrow, so they will not play tonight. So they will play 7 o'clock kickoff tomorrow. As we go to a 9AA against Stanley County, they have their bye week. Gregory up over Bennett County, 46-0. It is Ipswich beating Northwestern 28-0 right now. That is Ipswich, again, 9AA. Ipswich leading Northwestern 28-0. Howard over Coleman-Egan 41-6. Alcester Hudson beating Garrison 36-7. Parkston over Hanson 8-6 with 1 minute left in the second quarter. Bonham over Viborg Hurley 14-14. Make that Bonham tie with Viborg Hurley 14-14. In 9A, it is also here a couple of scores. Warner over Potter County 42-6. Esseline Hendricks is beating Iroquois Lake Preston 20-0. Del Rapids St. Mary beating Castlewood 22-8. Hitchcock Tulare over Waverly South Shore 22-16. And that is still with halftime. Phillip is all over Jones County at the half, 47-0. That game could end early. Harriet Selby area beating Newell 27-0. Lyman beating White River right now 20-12 with 1 minute to go. They're looking to go to 4-0 on the season. And in 9B, only final score so far, Faulkton area beat Sully Buttes earlier today. You heard that on Country 95.3, 56-20 with the Trojans beating the Chargers earlier this afternoon, as that is a lot of the scores from across the state. Wall is over Kadoke area. We'll mention that one too. Wall beating Kadoke area 13-0 right now with about 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. So it is a 41-0 lead for the Pierre Governors over the Mitchell Colonels at the end of the first half. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more of the halftime show after this. Back in 3 minutes here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
This fall, take some time to think about your future while the leaves make their way down to earth and the last sunset of summer leaves us with an autumn chill. It's time to grab the nearest foam finger and break up a face paint. Rush the stands with First Dakota National Bank and forget how to blink. Fall sports are back with jaw-dropping plays, an electric atmosphere, and epic scores. Make some noise with First Dakota National Bank. Open a new account online today at firstdakotanationalbank.com. Member FDIC.
River Bottom Sanitation, your locally owned waste management company serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre communities. Contact River Bottom Sanitation for your residential and commercial pickups. Now River Bottom Sanitation is your source for all your roll-off needs. River Bottom Sanitation in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Give them a call for pricing at 605-222-1120. River Bottom Sanitation. That's 605-222-1120.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back, the sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good, solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebind Agency, LLC, 224-6627.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
As we welcome you back here to Joe Quintal Field, John Wickler alongside Mendel Miller here as we have got halftime. Pierre Governors with a 41-0 lead. And Mendel, before you start to go back through here this first half, how about that halftime show here?
I'll tell you what, I hope some of the people watching at home and the Pierre Governor fans here, that was an incredible performance. They had a plane on the field. They had more props than I could even keep track of. That was pretty nice. Mitchell Band did a great job.
Was that a real plane?
I don't think it flew off the field, if that's what you're saying.
My dad's watching on YouTube at KCCR Sports, and he asked me if it was a real plane. I said, I think they just made it look like a real play. And he goes, well, it looks real on YouTube. So they did a fantastic job of that halftime show. Put on a fantastic show. We've got about another 6 minutes before we kick off the second half. But Mendel in this first half for Pierre, they did what they needed to do here. Obviously, they've got two more quarters of football, one more half and a running clock. Now it's going to be these younger guys get some more reps, and it's about keeping this shutout streak going. The defense has got a lot of pressure on them right now. Any guys that get in, the pressure is high to keep this shutout streak going through an entire 3 games.
Absolutely, and you know, I'm sure some of the first team defense had a little talk with the second team defense and said, hey, you're going to have your chance here. There's a standard to uphold and things like that. So I know that's a source of pride that, you know, players have talked to us about that in the post-game interviews and things like that. So I know that's on their mind. But the important thing here, second half, is get out of here healthy and get ready for Yankton next week.
Couple of things coming up here this weekend on KCCR before we get into the second half. Tomorrow we've got Pierre Governor volleyball for you. Coverage will start at 1:30. First serve at 2 o'clock. The Governors will take on the Spearfish Spartans. I believe they picked up a win earlier tonight. That game should be final, and I believe it is a final. Yep, they didn't even allow Sturgis to score 10 points. 25-7, 25-9, and 25-9. They dominated the Sturgis Scoopers here tonight. They'll take on Spearfish tomorrow to try and get that win streak back up to 3 and to go to 7-1 in the season before they will make that 6-1 in the season before they take on the Washington Warriors on Tuesday. After Pierre Governor volleyball is over, we will join in progress Iowa and Iowa State. That's going to be a big football game, always a big football game in the state of Iowa. And then after that is Oregon and Texas Tech. We'll follow that. And then on Sunday, I've got nothing in front of me here to try and make sure I get this right. Tennessee Titans, New Orleans Saints. Coverage will start after the church service. The kickoff's at 12 o'clock. We'll join it after the church service is over with. After that, it's the Green Bay Packers, Chicago Bears. That's the second game of the day. Sunday Night Football, the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. And then we finish out week 1 of the NFL on Monday Night Football with the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. Got it all in the memory bank. A lot of things I can't remember, but for some reason I can remember that. But the Governors, with a 41-0 lead, we've got Governor Volleyball tomorrow. John Wickler alongside, what's his name over here? Can't remember his name. Oh, no, Mendel Miller. Can't remember. I can remember all the sports that we have on the air, but I can't remember your name, Mendel.
That's okay.
That's okay. That's all right.
I'm good.
Real quick before we get the second half underway, we'll still have another 3 minutes to go. For this Governor team, not necessarily, the win feels in the bag right now for Pierre, but they still got another half to go. What needs to be done for the Governors to make sure they get the win, make sure they get the shutout, and come away healthy? What needs to be done here in the second half?
Well, I think it's just a matter of execution and things like that. You want to be clean. You want to keep the penalties down. One thing I didn't say about the penalties, I think Pierce had 2 penalties for 11 yards, and Mitchell's had 6 penalties for almost 60 yards. So you just want to execute. You want your second team offense and defense to execute and get some good game reps out of this.
Governors lead at 41-0 here at the end of the first half. Back in 3 minutes with kickoff of the second half. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
It takes hard work to reach goals. It's a truth that applies to more than just sports. It also goes for your financial goals. You work hard for your money. You deserve an investment strategy that lines up with your game plan. Your local Edward Jones financial advisor can help. If your investments aren't getting you closer to the win, visit edwardjones.com or stop by your local Pierre area Edward Jones office for a financial review. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Hey you. Are you at a job that is fulfilling, has good benefits to support you or a family today, and retirement goes down the road? If you just said no, listen up. CHS River Plains is hiring operations personnel, drivers, and custom applicators at several locations. These come with a knockout affordable benefit package for you and the whole family. Apply to a job with CHS River Plains and up your benefits straight up. To apply, visit us online at chsriverplains.com or stop in at one of our locations. CHS is an equal opportunity employer.
Access Health Fort Pierre is here to serve you. Mission driven to provide affordable, high-quality health care. Access Health provides personalized care for the entire family, including chronic and acute care, evaluation of illness and injuries, laboratory services, wellness exams, DOT and sports physicals, and immunizations. Access Health Fort Pierre. Affordable, high-quality service without the wait. Compassionate, committed, and convenient. The clinics of Access Health have been serving Central South Dakota for the past 35 years. Access Health, caring for communities, caring for you.
Wind Circle, operating since 1995. We combine quality customer service and experience with the right technology to meet your needs. Our cybersecurity professionals will make sure your systems are secure. Services offered are video and data cabling, service and support contracts, cutting-edge camera systems to door security devices. Wind Circle has many hardware options. Dell, Barracuda, Lenovo, SonicWall, and Ruckus, to name a few. Our staff has over 30 years of combined network design and cabling experience at your disposal. Call us today at 605-224-1111 and request a free quote. Again, that's 605-224-1111.
Victory is sweet, but defeat stings. Where do you turn when things start to go badly in your life? This is Pastor Sam at Faith Lutheran Church. God loves you. He's by your side no matter what life brings. I encourage you to join us for family-friendly, encouraging worship. Whether today is a day to give thanks or to seek God's comfort, you'll find help and support at Faith Lutheran Church.
We're Faith Lutheran and we are glad you're here.
Back here at Joe Quintal Field as the Pierre Governors have a 41-0 lead to start this third quarter. Bria Sargent will be out to start this third quarter by kicking this one away. And the Govs will have that running clock start. Once Sargent kicks the ball away, we'll have that running clock only stop, I believe, on touchdowns and long discussions of penalties. We found that out last week. We thought maybe the time was just going to run out. And then injuries, timeouts, things that normally would stop a clock other than first downs and going out of bounds. Sargent will kick this one away as it will be a bouncing ball. It will roll to the sideline. It rolls out, and we will get a whistle. And before the clock starts, we get the whistle and the flag. So it will be in the Mitchell Colonels.
Kick off out of bounds. Lost about at the 35-yard line.
Look at the ball start at the 35-yard line. You get still some of those starters out there for the Governors. Looks like it's all this whole starting unit right now for Pierre. What Pierre does usually, and we'll see, what they might do is they usually keep those starters out as long as the other team keeps the starters out. They wait for the white flag to be kind of somewhat waved on the other side. Clock has actually started and is running now before the first snap here, the third quarter. From the 35-yard line, Chenoweth will be under center. He'll get the snap, hand it off to Parker Denny, who is hit hard by Chance Sarda. Another hard hit by Sarda, and no gain for Parker Denny in the Governor defense. Boy, Sarda is, I don't know how many times I've said his name tonight, but it's been enough, and a lot of hard hits every time he's laid a hat on somebody.
Yeah, you said he was the leading tackler. He's piling them up tonight. A lot of that outside, even the outside runs are getting turned inside, and then he's just filling and making the play.
So already almost a minute gone by here. We've run just one play. Last week we had 6 plays run the third quarter before we had the heat timeout being called. I believe they still have to do the heat timeout. If they start it, they have to go through all the quarters, as this will be a toss play to the backfield. McCormick, he is hit from behind the line of scrimmage. The first one there was Trey Lewis, and then Titan Winkler wrapped him up and tagged him for a loss of 3. Back to the 32. Winkler with another tackle for a loss, and the Governors have made this third down and long here for the Mitchell Colonels.
Yeah, good pursuit again. Multiple Governors finding the football. Not much success for Mitchell inside or outside.
Kate Kaiser checks in. Austin Langdow checks out. Kaiser's not going to be on the defensive line, but they're getting the extra defensive back in for the third down and long play with 10:15 to go and counting here in this third quarter, and it's third down and 13. Yeah, third down and 13 for the Mitchell Colonels. Pistol formation. Play clock is under 10. McCormick will go in motion. Chenoweth will throw over the middle. The catch is going to be dropped by Mick Daly, and it brings up fourth down. And Mitchell will go 3 and outs, and we'll have to punt the ball away back to the Governors, and we'll see who comes out offensively for this Pierre Governor team to start their first drive of the second half. Already 2 minutes and 15 seconds gone by. That was more. Already time has gone by more than it was that first drive for the Governors to score. And they only ran 3 plays before having to kick the ball away and punt the ball away, as it is Tristan Jealous for another punt for the Colonels. A good spiraling kick up in the air. Fair catch called for, bobbled, and Lewis will fall on top of it to keep the Colonels from getting the ball back. And it's going to be first and 10. In a game that's probably close, Lewis says, we'll probably let that ball bounce and stay away from it. But with a 41-point lead, you take a little bit of not so much a risk, but just go for it. And because just in case it comes down to a game late in the season where you need to make that play. And Lewis will go back and watch film and continue to go over that and guarantee you that he's not going to let that happen late in the season.
Yeah, game reps are important, and every chance you get, you got to take that.
Kaiser still in the backfield as a quarterback. He'll hand it off here to the near side. There is a flag that comes out at the 38-yard line. Will most likely be a hold, maybe on Keenan Skites, as Brock Mosier got the handoff.
On the carry, number 21.
It might have been Ty Michael as well. We'll see.
Holding, number 62.
That'll be Ty Michael that gets called for the hold.
The Colonels on the tackle, number 79.
And they will back things up here from the 38-yard line. So it was 2 yards in front of the line of scrimmage.
Number 62 on the offense. Repeat, first down.
So now it's back to the 28-yard line. It'll be second down and long, though, for the Governors from their own 28. Make that first down and long for the Governors. With 7:50 left to go here in the third quarter. Kaiser, toss, backfield for Mosier. He gets a lot of room. He's untouched to the 40, to the 45, 50, crossing midfield. He barrels over and gets to the 39-yard line. A first down for Pierre, and Mosier went all the way untouched for about 20 yards before he finally was hit at the Mitchell 42-yard line, falling to the 39.
Yeah, a lot of room out there. Just a toss sweep and really good seal by the outside of the offensive line, pinning the Mitchell inside, and Mosier had a lot of running room.
So it's 7:20 to go here in the third quarter. Now we've got a timeout taken by the Mitchell Colonels.
Timeout. Mitchell.
That will stop the clock with 7:17 left to go here in this third quarter. And for the Mitchell Colonels, might be people at home thinking, why are they calling timeout? It's 41-0 game, 7:17 left to go. There is still a lot of learning process going on with this team, and while it's week 3 and they might go probably going to go 0-3 to start the season, they want to make sure things are right. They want to make sure guys are still competing hard out here and making sure that they're in the right spots to try and make plays, because it can be a factor at the end of the season.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the coach said that in his pregame as well. You know, he said they're in a growing stage and they want to try to get better every game, and you don't want to give away these reps. You know, not often you get to see a team as talented as Pierre, and when you can rep against that, you're getting better.
So a 7:17 to go. The clock will start on the snap by Kaiser. After the timeout, 1st and 10 for the Mitchell 39. Kaiser will keep on the play fake. He'll swing through one tackler. He's out to the 30-yard line, to the 25, tiptoeing his way out of bounds at around the 24. Stayed in bounds for another 2 yards to the 23-yard line. A big run there for Cade Kaiser as he gets a gain of 14, and it's make that a gain of 16. And his 1st and 10 again for Pierre, just outside the red zone.
Yeah, another angry run. Kaiser stiff-armed a guy to the ground and gets away from a couple other guys. Doesn't look like he has that much at the beginning of the run, but develops really nicely.
2 tight ends here for the Governors. Kaiser will pass, looking for the screen pass. The catch will be made by Stalley out to the 20. Slips through one man, the 15 to the 10-yard line before he is thrown around and out of bounds and around to the 10-yard line. A gain of about 13, and it's 1st and goal from inside the 10-yard line for the Governors.
Yeah, just a simple wide receiver screen there with the tight end and the other wide receiver picking up the blocks and man coverage, and Stalley makes a nice hard run.
So the Governors 1st and goal, looking to continue the trend of scoring on every drive that they have. Cade Kaiser, shotgun formation with Brock Mosier in the backfield. Low snap. Kaiser will throw it to Zabel on another screen pass here, the flat. To the 10, to the 5, to the pylon. He put the ball on the pylon. He's in for a touchdown, and the Governors lead it 47-0 with 5:47 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Good run by Zabel there. We've seen that play several times here this year. It's a little swing pass out to him. He gets momentum. Smaller defensive backs have a real hard time bringing him down in space.
So a 47-0 lead. Ryan Berry on for the extra point to try and make this a 48-0 game for the Governors. 5:47 to go. This might be the heat timeout as well, coming up after this extra point. Cade Kaiser takes the snaps, a good hold. The kick is up from Berry. That is deep through the uprights and good. And it is a 48-0 lead for the Pierre Governors here on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard.
Heat timeout.
They will take the heat timeout and we will take a timeout with them. A minute break, back in a minute. Governors lead at 48-0 here on at KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Announcing the Labor Day sale at Slumberland Furniture. The Labor Day sale means that you'll save up to 60% off list prices in store and online. Yep, it's big. You'll find your favorite brands and styles on sale, with new items to shop and compare. And not just main room groupings, accent pieces, and accompaniments as well. Plus, the Sleep Solutions area has just what you need for that perfect night's sleep, with the widest selection available. The Labor Day sale at Slumberland Furniture. Slumberland Furniture on the truck bypass in Pierre and slumberland.com. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites has Midwestern charm and unprecedented attention to detail that provides the perfect getaway. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites provides a complimentary deluxe continental breakfast featuring hot waffles, biscuits, and gravy. They also have an indoor children's water playland, whirlpool and fitness center, and a beautiful backyard patio with seasonal fire pits. Everyone deserves a night away. Call 605-494-2582 to make your reservation today. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites. Experience luxury in the heart of South Dakota.
Back here, the Pierre Governors lead it to 48-0 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Bria Sargent has got it teed up out of the heat timeout. We are set to go as Sargent will kick this one away. A short kick again out towards the 35-yard line. Ball is on the turf all the way out to the 40-yard line. And I believe the Mitchell Colonels will fall on top of it. They do. The referee already signals that they did fall on top of it. But just like it happened last week, it was a little earlier last week when Sargent had that kickoff again that was bobbled by the Brookings Bobcats. Governors returned it or got on top of it. This time Mitchell was lucky to end up at the 40-yard line because it was bobbled and it was dropped at the 33. It bounced 7 yards up the field.
Yeah, and Pierre had a guy with a clean shot at it. I didn't catch his number, but had a bounce right to him, and he went down on it and just didn't quite field it cleanly.
We get a couple more guys coming in the ball game. Looks like Keenan Scott's in. Tyson Polson was in the ball game as well for the Governors. Chenoweth scrambling out, looking to the near sideline. The throw and catch is going to be made by number 10, Justin Kurtenbach. And that'll be a gain of about 7. So Chenoweth picks up one of just a few completions, maybe a second completion overall today. And it was a gain of 6, so it brings up 2nd down and 4. Let's see, Baxter Schremp is in as well, along with maybe Samuel Valley in on the defensive line. We'll make sure they get that number right, but man in motion, that is Parker Denny. Chenoweth will hand off near side. He comes to the 50, the 45, to the 40, as Mick Daly will get inside Governor territory to around the 33-yard line. A big run. Trey Lewis pushed him out of bounds. Again, the Governors have a little bit of a mixture of the veteran guys with some of the young guys coming in.
Yeah, a little misdirection there. Action going left, and then inside handoff coming back right, and just caught Pierre with their eyes in the wrong place.
Trevor Rounds also in the ball game. Spencer Easlin and Carson Stosher still in. 3:40 left to go. Then he goes in motion again. And it'll be Chenoweth to run it himself. He got hit hard. He went backwards. Chance Sarda again with a big hit. And Chenoweth will help him up off the ground as well, as Sarda picked up the one with the hit. He gains 2, does Chenoweth, to the 31-yard line, and it's 2nd and 8.
Little option look again, turning it in on the outside. Looked like him and Anderson turned that in, and then Sarda piling up the tackles.
Grayson Schetzel, a senior linebacker, is in the ball game as well for the Governors. Evan Anderson still out there for Pierre. Yeah, there's about 4 or 5 newer guys, still 5 to 6 guys. Those starters still in the ball game for Pierre. 2:55 left to go. Handoff for Parker Denny. Up the middle he goes. He's out to the 15. He gets the 10. And the Governors give up a touchdown for the first time in 2023 as Parker Denny runs his way to the end zone from 31 yards out.
Yeah, inside handoff again, and good run by Denny. He's a good runner.
48-6. Governors no shutout tonight. No shutout for the entire season, but it took almost 2 games and 3 quarters for the Pierre Governors to be scored on. That's not I know the Governors were hoping to have 3 shutouts, but it's nothing to hang your head out that you've got yourself almost. You had 2.5 games without allowing a point. And it comes with a running clock in the 3rd quarter with the Mitchell Colonels to score their first time. As it will be Tate Wentz on for the extra points. The snap is bobbled. Fire drill as the throw will go, and they're going to get a 2-point conversion off of it as well. The throw from Chenoweth to number 3, Connor Singray, is a good one. And it's 48-8 with 2:47 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota is serving the central South Dakota community and beyond with a great selection of used vehicles. Local trades and program vehicles are available. New Toyotas and new Fords are arriving and selling before they even hit the lot. So don't wait. Stop in and find out what's coming. If you've been thinking about ordering a new Ford, stop in and sit down with one of our sales specialists today. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com.
As we welcome you back here to Mitchell, it is 48-8 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. It was a 31-yard touchdown run for Parker Denny, and then the 2-point conversion was good for the throw from Chenoweth to Singray, as they went 4 plays for 60 yards, and that 31-yard touchdown run for Denny has made it 48-8 with 2:47 to go here in the 3rd quarter. And John Wickler alongside Mendel Miller, and Mendel, I talked about them wearing the Missouri Tiger type uniforms. They even got the Missouri Tiger fight song after they scored a touchdown.
Yeah, they're playing it up pretty good there.
The only thing missing is probably Rocky Top, right? We're a little far away from Rocky Top, though.
Wrong state.
No volunteers, well, I guess they're volunteers, but not the Tennessee Volunteers. It'll be kickoff for Tate Wentz. The Mitchell Colonels. It'll go back deep to the 15-yard line where the Governors will field it. And Brock Mosier is out to the 30, to the 35, to the 40. They'll try and cut it back. He is hit hard from behind at the 45-yard line where he goes down. And the Governors will take over at their own 45-yard line. And here with 2.5 to go in the third quarter, Governors don't have to be in a whole lot of hurry. They can get themselves kind of set up and ready to go and take a lot of time off this clock and get us to the fourth quarter rather quickly. But it is now Lounsbury that will be the new quarterback. Caleb Lounsbury, the 6-foot, 155-pound sophomore, will be in the ball game.
Looks like Mitchell subbed in some new defenders.
So Lounsbury will get the design run up the middle, past midfield as he gets out to around the 48-yard line. As we'll try and get you some names from across the board here.
For a gain of 8.
The Governors with the first and make that second down and 2 from the 47-yard line. A gain of 8 for Lounsbury on his first run. For the Govs, you've got Lincoln Dilgis here along with Lincoln Schoenhardt split out to the near side. I believe that'd be Carter Shufflebine out on the far side of the field. It is, as Lounsbury go that way, and he'll get a first down as he's spun around out of bounds inside the Mitchell 45-yard line, a gain of about 3 or 4 there for Lounsbury. Some of that offensive line for the Governors, it is Isaac Gilk that is out there. Trying to get some more numbers to pass along. The center right now is Baxter Schremp. He was out there on defense. He's not the center. He is right next to the center. Lounsbury's got an empty backfield again here, 1st and 10 with 55 seconds to go. Here in the third quarter. Low snap, picks it up off the ground, throws in the near side for Schoenhardt. He'll make the catch. Lincoln Schoenhardt, he's out to the 25-yard line. As Schoenhardt gets out to the 23 and a first down for Pierre.
Good throw there, low snap, kept his composure and found Schoenhardt outside. I think they combined for about 3 catches in Pierre last weekend too, so definitely establishing himself as his favorite receiver.
Max Bogenhagen is also in on the offensive line here for the Governors. 20 seconds to go. Lounsbury will have a design run up the middle, and he will get out to around the 16-yard line as the Governors are inside the red zone again. And that should take us to the end of the third quarter. Also have out there number 44 and Carter Merrill for this Governor team, one of the tight ends. But that will take us to the fourth quarter. Governors lead at 48-8 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Back in a minute with the fourth quarter. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Nystrom Electrical Contracting in Pierre has been providing professional sales, service, and installation since 1977. Whether you're starting from scratch, new construction, or you're upgrading your current system at your home, farm, or office, give the professionals at Nystrom Electrical Contracting a call. They've got a lot of bright ideas. Call Nystrom today to schedule a free computer-generated estimate. The number is 224-8750, or visit their website at nystromelectric.com.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
It is the start of the fourth quarter. Pierre Governors with a 48-8 lead over the Mitchell Colonels. John Winkler alongside Mendel Miller as the Govs are inside the red zone. Second down and 4 from the 17. Lounsbury will get the design run again. He will get inside the 15. He's got to the 12-yard line, enough for a first down. He's picked up 5 yards, needed 4. Aiden Beam also out there as well for the Pierre Governors. I believe I said Carter Merrill as well, and one other name that I didn't circle on my sheet there that I should have. But the Govs and Lounsbury back in the backfield again. He's going to look to pass. He'll throw to the near side. Schoenhardt will make another catch to the 10 to the 5. He's down to the 1 yard line. And the Governors are about to strike here.
Good, another nice throw. Schoenhardt just running a little speed out there, and Lounsbury puts it on him.
11:15 left to go and counting. Clock will stop if the Governors score. They're down to the 2 yard line. See if the numbers call for Lounsbury to try and get in. Design run for Lounsbury. He is in. His first varsity touchdown run, and the Governors have now made it a 54-8 lead with 11:01 to go here in the fourth quarter, as the Govs are continue to add on their highest scoring total so far this season.
Yeah, good drive there by the second team. I think exclusively second team offense there. Very efficient.
So it'll be Barry back on for the extra point, trying to make this a 55-8 game. The only extra point she has missed was blocked by the Mitchell Colonels. This snap is going to be good. This kick is up, and it is also good. 55-8. The Pierre Governors lead it here with 11:01 to go in the fourth quarter. Back in 30 seconds. You listen to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR, watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
People helping people. Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do. Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
A 7-play, 55-yard drive. The Pierre Governors now lead it 55-8 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebein scoreboard, as it was Caleb Lounsbury that ran it in from 2 yards out. Govs are rolling into a 3-0 start. Yankton is on the docket next. Coverage will start at 6:30 next Friday with kickoff at 7 o'clock. Down in Yankton, should be one of the best games of the week in 11 AA. They are playing right now is Yankton against the Watertown Arrows, 24-14, about halfway through the third quarter, with Yankton leading Watertown by 10. So if that score would hold true, we're going to have two 3-0 teams to meet up in Yankton next week, Friday. Bria Sargent, kickoff here for the Governors. It'll roll its way to the sideline, and it took a unfriendly roll there for Bria Sargent. That was a really good kick until it bounced sideways. Football will do funny things to you.
Yeah, exactly, and that's tough to control, but it was very well placed.
Ball spotted 35-yard line.
The Mitchell up back didn't even attempt to field it, and it was going to be a problem for the deep returner to get there, but unfortunately it kicked left and got out of bounds.
So the clock starts here with the Mitchell Colonels taking the ball at their own 35-yard line. Got Patrick LaRocan. Now we've got...
They didn't have the ball.
It's hard to play football without a football. One thing that you probably need overall is to have a football there. Looks like maybe Kay Schetzel is in as well for the Pierre Governors. We've got a timeout now taken by Mitchell. They didn't have everybody on the field.
Mitchell.
That must have been the guy that was supposed to take the ball out.
They brought the ball, but not him. The Governors, they still have a couple guys that have not been subbed out. Looks like Carson Stosher still in the ball game right now. Keenan Scott is also in, I believe, for Pierre defensively. 10:23 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Second timeout used by the Mitchell Colonels. Governors have not used a timeout tonight. Haven't need to. I don't think they used a timeout last Friday either.
Carson Stosher's probably lobbying to stay out till he gets his interception for the game.
He's got to try and keep that streak going. He's 2 for 2 so far. Trying to get back on top over Spencer Eastland for most interceptions of the team. There's a near face mask penalty, but Trevor Rounds was able to slow down the runner long enough for the rest of the gang of Governors to get over to tackle him. As looks like Ty Michael had a chance. Maybe that was number 60, and Sam Schaumsberg that got out there to make the tackle along with number 77 in Samuel Valley and number 72 in Patrick LaRoque. 9:55 to go here in the fourth quarter. And a couple chances to sub down here a little bit for the Pierre Governors. The fact that they're up 55-8 with 9:40 left to go. And maybe for a blitz here for McKee and Scott, the handoff, and that'll be going nowhere. New quarterback for the Mitchell Colonels is TJ Jellis, the junior quarterback, 5'11", 200-pound quarterback for the Colonels. Odell got the handoff. Another gang of Governors were over there to make the tackle.
Yeah, another really good play by the Governor defense that time. I think they are trying to respond to that last drive.
Carson Stosher is checked out. Aiden Bowder is in his place. The 5'11", 140-pound sophomore takes over. 9 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Jellis will keep it here on third down. It was third and very long. Governors had a couple of big plays that brought him in the backfield, and they picked up about 5 or 6 yards, but it's still going to be fourth down and 11. And Mitchell will have to punt the ball away again with 8:40 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Pierre Governors have a 55-8 lead on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. If Scott and I wasn't still coaching right now, we'd get him for an interview. He's walked his way over towards our area, just hanging out. It's another punt, nearly blocked. Low line drive punt. Governors will get away from it. It'll roll its way down to around the 28-yard line. And it'll be picked up inside the 30 with 8 minutes left to go and counting here in the fourth quarter.
I think Scott was looking for the bus to see if it was pulled up outside. Maybe they're ready to hit the road.
Get in and out of that locker room quick, get on the road and get back home to Pierre. Start at the 27-yard line. He also had the headset on, so he didn't hear me talking about him either. 55-8, Governors lead it. 3 receivers will be out here the nearest side. Lounsbury, the quarterback, still for the Governors. Got a chance to get in all these games. The throw will come for Carter Schuffelbein. He'll make his first varsity catch as he'll get out to around the 33, 34-yard line. Gain of about 7. A 55-8 lead. 7:20 left to go. Schuffelbein makes his first catch. Carter Schuffelbein it is, and it is the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. 2 receivers on the near side. Lounsbury, direct snap to him, and his design run goes nowhere. Is that conflict of interest? I guess I can't, or do I, because she's a big sponsor, that I got to talk more about Carter Schuffelbein?
Yeah, it's not a conflict of interest at all. I'm not sure what it is, but that's not it.
That's not it. That's not the right wording for it.
No.
6:45 to go here in the. Well, it better not be, because he's going to be a pretty good athlete, but he's only a freshman right now. He's going to be a pretty good athlete for a lot of different sports for Pierre Governor athletics. Lounsbury will take the design run again up the middle, and I say that not because Brittany Schuffelbein is a sponsor. I say that because it's the truth. It's going to happen, as it'll be near the first down marker. I think they do have enough, does Lounsbury, and it's 6:20 to go here in the fourth, and a first down here for the Governors.
Tackle made by Preston Shelsky.
Lounsbury's going to have to be careful there. He's kind of anticipating the snap. He's almost running forward before it comes back to him.
Just kind of like the Chiefs' offensive line going back before the snap.
Oh, it wasn't that blatant.
Lounsbury will throw again. That pass might have been tipped. Schuffelbein will make the catch. He's trying to get out into space to the 40-yard line before he's wrapped up. A gain of about 3. Make that a gain of 4 for Carter Schuffelbein. And there's 5:50 left to go here in the fourth quarter. You're saying that Lounsbury wasn't that blatant? The Chiefs were that blatant?
Yes, that's what I meant.
A lot of Chiefs fans not happy with Mendel Miller right now, or probably me too.
Just being honest.
We're up here to call it right down the middle. We play no favorites. Lounsbury on the direct snap, left side. He's got a first down. He'll get out of bounds at around the 49-yard line. 45 seconds after I talk about Carter Schuffelbein and the sponsor, Brittany Schuffelbein. It all works. We're calling it straight down the middle. First and 10 for the 49 in Pierre Governor territory. 5:10 left to go here in the fourth quarter. 3 receivers in the near side. There's a lot of parents that help sponsor, and we appreciate all the sponsors that we get from across the state. Another throw here to Shufflebine, another screen pass. He's out of the 50 to the 45, trying to stiff arm a man. He'll go down inside the 45 to the 42 to Shufflebine with 4:50 left to go here in the fourth quarter.
He was about half a step from breaking that one.
There's so many parents that work across the Pierre area that support and help their business, whether they're at the top of the boss or just working as the low man of the totem pole in the business. Businesses across Pierre, such a great support of Pierre Governor Athletics, and it's no surprise with our 45, almost 50 sponsors that we have for fall sports. As Lounsbury will get the design run again, he's out to the 30 to around the 29-yard line with 4:15 to go and counting here in the fourth quarter. Another first down run here for Caleb Lounsbury.
Yeah, he's up 52 yards on the game here and about 9 carries just here in the fourth quarter.
And they are bleeding that clock down here in this fourth quarter with 4 minutes to go. Now, with that running clock, and they're taking their time between snaps. Looking for another pass. Lounsbury will throw. Shufflebine makes another catch. He's out to the 25. Stiff arms a man. He gets to the 20-yard line, breaks free, but there is a flag that comes flying in as Shufflebine got to the 15-yard line. A gain of about 14 for Shufflebine, but it will be a flag that will most likely push the Governors back.
I think that's going to be a blindside block. The other receiver kind of peeled back and was taking the pursuing defender, and it wasn't blatant or dangerous. He saw him coming.
Personal foul. Face mask.
Oh.
Half the distance to the goal. Be first down, Pierre.
So the 14-yard completion will be good for Lounsbury to Shufflebine. And they pick up half the distance from the 15-yard line, so around to the 8 with about 3 minutes to go. And the Governors are closing in on maybe scoring one more time here this evening. You're listening to KCCR Pierre Riverfront Broadcasting Station, just past 9 o'clock. John Wickler alongside Mendel Miller with Drew McIntyre back at the station. Governors with a 47-point lead. 2:45 left to go. Lounsbury, quick pass again. Shufflebine makes the catch. He gets the 5-yard line, but he is tackled by number 4 in Avery Kaus. The 5-foot, 100-pound sophomore makes the tackle with 2:25 to go.
And Mitchell supporters love that tackle there.
He is not a big guy, 5 foot, 100 pounds, but he gets the tackle on that one on Shufflebine, who picked up about 3 yards and a second and goal from the 5. Lounsbury design run again. Gets to the left side of that line, trying to power his way forward. That forward progress was stopped. He nearly broke free, but he gets to around the 1-yard line, maybe the 1.5-yard line with under 2 minutes to go. And it's third and goal. And the Governors will have to finish out this possession here. Well, now we're going to get a timeout by Mitchell. So they will make sure that the Governors have to finish this drive out because they can't take 2 knees and wrap up the ball game. That's the last timeout taken by the Colonels. They wouldn't have been able to anyway. There's not enough time unless you get out of bounds, unless you have a really long play. But yeah, with third and goal from the 1-yard line. And again, Coach Larson still coaching these kids up, whether it's the first-team defense, second-team defense. Wants to find a stop here against the second-team offense of the Pierre Governors. Build something off of anything in the fourth quarter, even if it's your second-string guys.
Yeah, exactly. Can't blame him for that. There's a pride factor there, too. They want to keep Pierre out of the end zone. And I might just mention Lounsbury 7 for 7 passing and 55 yards rushing, so he's having a good night.
And these are games that the Governors have done over the last 6 years with their state championships, now in the 7th year, trying to look for that 7th straight state championship that builds the next year's team up. Lounsbury is going to have a lot more confidence already going into 2024. The throw will go to Shufflebine again. He's going to get in the end zone for a touchdown, and the Governors will make it 61-8. Carter Shufflebine, the drive for him as the throw kept going to him left and right, and he gets in the end zone from 1 yard out on the screen pass, and it's 61-8 with 1:43 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, 6 catches for Shufflebine on that drive.
So Ryan Berry will come on for the extra point. We'll keep it here on KCCR with only 103 seconds left to go. After this conversion, I'll finish up that thought that we were talking about as Berry will look for the extra point. Kaiser on the snap, the good hold, the kick is up, and it is going to be good, and it's 62-8. The Pierre Governors lead it over the Mitchell Colonels and the American Family Insurance Brittany Shuffle by a scoreboard. But back to that point, what the Governors have done over the last 6 years is when they're get games like this where they're up by 35 points or more, they get the second team in. Lincoln Keenel's got a lot of time in 2019 as a freshman, came in, played the second half of plenty of games. You got guys, they didn't really necessarily, sub down to the point of having the quarterback this year because Kate Kaiser was not the quarterback, the second string quarterback last year. But guys that get in the ball game, the second string guys that get in the ball game, it builds the confidence, regardless of if it's in a blowout game or not. It builds the confidence, and guys are ready to go next year. Lounsbury is going to be ready to go. He's already been on their lights on a Friday night game. Shuffle by with all the catches that he's had. All these guys that play defensively, offensively, they're not shocked when they come out for the first time. Maybe they're a little nervous for their first start, but they're not an awe factor when they come out on a Friday night because they've already been there playing in a half of football for 5 to 6, 7 games.
Yeah, exactly. It's it's the lights. It's Friday night, and they work hard all week in practice as well, and it's great to get them a reward.
Sargent on the kickoff. This will be fielded at around the 25-yard line. Coming to the near side is Daly, I believe is Mick Daly. It is, and he is throwing down. Sargent playing the defense out there. She's out at the 45-yard line and just kind of shuffling the feet to the left. And then as Daly was coming back to the near sideline, she was shuffling her feet to the right. As the kicker is, you just are that last line of defense. Make sure she has a half a tackle to her credit. In Aberdeen, she forced the runner back on the inside and make the tackle. And she plays her position well. You don't see it very much because the coverage team gets to the ball quickly, but if she needs to, she knows where to be.
Yeah, exactly. And like you said, she's got her half tackles. She's on the stat sheet.
She is on the stat sheet.
No need to go prove anything, right?
That's right. The only thing she's missing is a full tackle by herself, and guarantee that if there was a roof on a field, it would be blown off if she ended up with the tackle by the sideline itself for the Pierre Governors. Run
for sure
that should take us to the end of the ball game here. Now with 35 seconds to go and counting, the Governors or the Colonels don't need to run another play. They still might, as their backup quarterback in TJ Jealous goes back to the huddle again with around 20 seconds to go. Maybe one more play here for the Mitchell Colonels. 62-8. Pierre Governors have the lead and will pick up the win here, barring one play for Mitchell to try and score. As Jealous will go back to pass. He'll throw over the middle. The ball is going to be bouncing and it's going to fall incomplete. And that will end our ball game. 62-8. Pierre Governors pick up the huge win over the Metro Colonels. They're now 3-0 on the season. They'll be looking to go to 4-0. Yankton is awaiting next week Friday. But right now we'll step aside, come back in 3 minutes, and have post-game stats, scores from across the state, and interviews with our players of the game here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Final score 62-8. Back in 3 minutes. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR and watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Enrich your life with opportunities at Capital City Campus. DWU's Learn and Earn program. Earn money while getting your associate's degree. Licensed practical nurse. Start your nursing career in Pierre. This program has a 97% placement rate. Need to brush up on skills? Capital City Campus has a variety of online courses to choose from. From grants and low-cost loans available, we'll work with you to help make college more affordable. Call Capital City Campus today, 605-773-2160, or stay connected and check us out on Facebook. Look, it's no secret that owning a vehicle can cause a lot of stress, and they get a lot of wear and tear on them through the extreme seasons we've grown to love. Graham Tire wants you to know that you can trust them with any problem that you have with your vehicle. Their ASE certified mechanics can make your AC cool again, or even just change your oil. They can look into and fix those noises that seem to come from nowhere and have you stressed out. Bring your car to Graham Tire so they can put your mind at ease. Graham Tire, your tire store next door.
Dr. Nick and Chelsea Redeman at Floss Dentistry in Pierre is family owned and operated. They have modern practice with skill and caring staff. They have same-day availability. Floss Dentistry is located at 603 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre, with hours Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. Give them a call at 605-224-2161 and don't put off that scheduled cleaning any longer. Floss Dentistry, 603 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre, or give Dr. Nick and Chelsea Reneman 605-224-2161.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com. The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help.
Sanford Health Pierre Clinic provides comprehensive and convenient care to Pierre, South Dakota, and its surrounding communities. We care for all your health needs, including preventive care, pediatric health, annual checkups, chronic disease care, and more. Schedule an appointment today at 605-224-0369. Ask about our heart health specialists. Visit this clinic on the third Wednesday every month. Sanford Health Clinic, Pierre, 605-224-0369.
As we welcome you back here, Pierre Governors pick up a big win tonight, 62-8 over the Mitchell Colonels and the American Family Insurance Brittany Schoffelbein scoreboard. We welcome you in the post-game show. John Wickler alongside Mendel Miller. And Mendel, before we get our players of the game up here, you want to run down some stat totals for us before Kate Kaiser, I think, is going to be the first one up here.
Sure. Pierre ran for 236 yards, 110 for Mosier, 71 for Kaiser, 55 for Lounsbury, 52 for Lewis. Scheffelbein had 6 catches there in the fourth quarter for 37 yards. Zabel had 63. Terwilliger, of course, 3 catches for 76 yards and 3 touchdowns. Overall, Kaiser threw for 203. Lounsbury threw for 66. So 269 total passing, 236 rushing. Great balance again. Three games in a row. Mitchell, 113 total yards.
So we will hand off the microphone to Kate Kaiser first as Kate, another big win for you guys, 62 points. You get to watch that second-string offense. Before we start talking about what you guys did as a first-string offense, how much fun was it to watch that second-string score a couple touchdowns?
It was a lot of fun. I mean, props to Caleb Lounsbury for being able to step into a position where it's new for him as a JV quarterback. I mean, it's nerve-wracking going in there in a varsity football game. I know the feeling. A couple other guys know the feeling. And then the JV offensive line, I was really happy with how they performed. They've been doing really well in scout team this last week, so I expected nothing less but good football from that group all around, and they came and blew my expectations out of the water. So,
well, you guys got off and running, scored on every drive. I don't believe you end up even not scoring on a drive, even with the second-string offense. How much fun was it for you guys offensively to keep going down there and scoring every time? Even when things were a little bit slow, you guys still found a way to get in the end zone.
Yeah, it was just a lot of fun. I mean, our offense was rolling tonight, and once that offense gets rolling, it's hard to stop. And the amount of options we have we got 3 different running backs we can hand the ball off to. We got numerous tight ends and numerous wide receivers that we can get the ball. And I can trust each and every one of them to catch the ball and make a play and get in the end zone. And that's just a really great feeling to have as a quarterback, just to be as comfortable as you possibly can.
Cage, you're getting good at this. You took my question, but those outside runs, how nice is it just to hand the ball off and watch Mosier and Lewis just explode off the side?
It's a lot of fun. I mean, I get to hand it off, and then I watch him run for 30 yards, and I turn to the back judge, and I go, man, he's got a fast. I mean, he gets moving. Once he gets downhill, I'm not getting in front of that, and we get a good laugh there. But it's just it's a different view from behind the offensive line once I hand it off, because then I get to watch everybody work. I get to see the O-line do their job, have great blocks, and then Jet Zabel getting numerous pancakes on the edge there, which is huge blocking tonight from him. So I'm really happy with how our run scheme went tonight.
Did you know that Jet Zabel's favorite food is a pancake?
Yeah, I did actually. Yeah, he's a big breakfast guy. And you can ask Mark Zabel. Mark Zabel's up making breakfast for him every morning.
Pancakes always on the menu of the Zabel household. You guys are now 3-0. You know, Yankton's coming up next week, and we'll check the final score on there. They were winning towards the end of that game. Was that any concern? Were you guys so focused on Mitchell you didn't realize, how hard was it to not start focusing on Yankton before this game tonight?
Obviously it was kind of hard, yeah. But me personally and a couple of the guys really stressed the fact that we just need to go 1 week at a time. Because it's when we start overlooking teams and looking ahead at our schedule to where we start making mental mistakes that shouldn't be made. So we really kept the team locked in on Mitchell tonight and kept them honed in to take care of business here. And now we get a couple days of rest, and then Monday we're right back at it, right back on Yankton, and that'll be a fun week of practice.
What do you expect from the Bucks next week?
They got a good offense. They got a good couple wide receivers. I know that. I got a couple buddies down there, so I've been going to camps with them. They're going to have a really solid offense, and their defense is going to be solid as well. So it's going to be a good football game, and I expect our boys to prepare this entire week and come out ready to go, come out ready to roll.
Well, congratulations on this win, 3-0 on the season, and good luck next Friday against Yankton.
Appreciate it.
That is Kate Kaiser, our first player of the game, and who are we going to go to next year? I don't know if we're going to get to the freshman Cooper Twilliger here to take over. All right, you had 3 touchdowns. I know you had one in week 1, but how much? Take us through that, especially that second one where you get pass interference against you and you still make the catch. What was going through your head as you were getting drugged down trying to make a catch?
Well, first of all, the offensive line was a great wall up front, and then Cade put the ball right where I needed it. And I saw that ball up in the air and figured that I had to go get it.
But you're getting drugged down here. How hard is it to concentrate on that ball when you're getting basically mauled out there trying to make the catch?
Just keep working the hands and keep your eye on the ball, and I just jump up and go make the play.
Yeah, Coop, great job, great game. I tried to tell Winkler that I had you as the breakout player tonight, but he's not buying it because I didn't say it before your third touchdown. So, but the third one, obviously long pass, you're hand fighting and battling for the ball and things like that. The play before, basically almost a touchdown, would have been a touchdown, but you're getting drugged down by your uniform. Talk about the physicality of varsity football.
I think the physicality has been a bigger level than what I previously played, but on the line I'm blocking next to some dudes, so they've made it easy on me. But the game on the pass, it's just really nothing. Just work the hands and go find the ball and jump up and make a play.
You're able to watch this defense. They've only allowed 8 points so far. For you coming as a freshman too, as a tight end, does it make it much easier and more free to watch the defense do what they do, allow 8 points through 3 games, and you guys are kind of going, oh, if we score, we score. If we don't, we don't. No big deal because they're going to stop on the other end. Obviously, you want to score every time, but how much easier is it for this offense to just continue to click because the defense is so good?
Yeah, the defense making the offensive life a lot easier, knowing that whatever happens on that drive, the defense has got your back. I think that the big thing for the defense has been just to get us on the field as much as we can, and I think that the more we're on the field, the more opportunities we have to get the ball in the end zone.
Well, I mentioned after your touchdown grab with the pass interference that you're a freshman, that you're not supposed to be able to do that. You also shouldn't be 6'5" as a freshman either and know how to handle yourself as a freshman. But you've done a fantastic job so far. We appreciate you coming up here. It's not so scary to do an interview, is it?
No, it isn't.
Yeah, I was going to say, you, not that you've done it before, but it's not bad at all. You've heard me call baseball games that you've been playing in anyway, so it's all good. But, hey, appreciate the time. Congratulations on the win, and good luck next Friday against Yankton.
Thank you.
That is Cooper Twilliger, our second player of the game. Now let's go to Lucas Chamberlain, who had a big interception for this Governor team, and take us through that interception. I believe the ball was tipped and found your hands, or maybe you just came away with it. Now I don't remember it. Take us through the play. Help me remember what happened.
Okay, so I saw the QB rolling out, so I followed him, and then I saw him look at the running back that was rolling out with him, so then I just jumped on it when he threw it.
And that's, 5 interceptions now for this Governor defense. You're part of one of those 5 that have been picks. This defense has surrounded the ball. It has been how much fun is it to play on this defense?
It's a lot of fun. We had 2 shutouts. We were going for a third. Lots of turnovers. Our D-line gets in there a lot, so it helps. Quarterback gets confused and.
Mendel?
Yeah, great pick. Stocher takes one back last week, pick 6. Were you thinking about that at all when it was in your hands?
Yeah, I thought I had it, and then one of my teammates fell and got in the way, slowed me down a little bit.
So now when you go watch that on film, does that teammate will remain nameless right now? Does he owe you a dinner? I think
maybe,
possibly. I was gonna say I think he should. If that was he had a clear path until that happened, I think he should owe you dinner. But only 8 points so far through 3 games. Obviously, Yankton coming up next week. Talking with Kate just a little bit ago, he was stressing the fact that you guys were going to overlook Mitchell and get ready for Yankton until after this game is over with. Now that this game is over, what are you expecting from that Yankton offense going into next week?
I think we're expecting a lot of passes. In the past, they've been really good at throwing.
Well, as a linebacker, is it more fun to try and stop the run, or is it more fun to try and stop the pass?
Probably the run. On pass, I kind of just drop back into flats or the hooks and curls, so it's not much for me.
Well, hey, we appreciate the time. Congratulations on the win, and good luck next Friday against Yankton.
All right, thank you.
That is Lucas Chamberlain, and now we will pass it off to Chance Sarda. I'm going to hold the microphone really far away from him because he hit a lot of guys really, really hard tonight, and I'm a little scared of him. I wasn't so sure that we were going to bring him up here because I'm kind of afraid of him, Mendel. But Chance, take us through here real quick. You were hitting everybody hard. Did you coming into the night? Obviously, you hit guys hard all the time, but did you feel a little bit extra? Did you have a little bit extra lunch or something? What made you hit guys so hard tonight?
I guess it was the Subway, 1.5 feet.
But I mean, you were flying all over the place. You lead the team in tackles coming in here to this game. What from your job and your perspective, what makes you be able to find the football so quickly?
Just reading the line and trying to do my responsibility, fill my gaps.
Yeah, it looked like your defensive ends, obviously, double wing, a lot of option, a lot of pitch wide, stuff like that. Looks like your defensive ends did a really good job at turning it back in, and then obviously that's where your gap is when they turn it back to you. Talk about the defensive ends and the job they did and who was filling that gap.
Yeah, they're pretty good at setting the edge and making them bounce back in, and so us linebackers, me and Lucas, can get the tackles. So they're pretty physical.
How much fun is it to hit a guy really, really hard?
Oh, it's fun.
As I say, do you get a little extra juice? The fingers kind of tingle a little bit when you hit somebody really hard?
Yeah.
We could feel some of those hits up here because you were all over the football tonight. 8 points allowed through 3 games so far. Obviously, you're looking for that third shutout. Didn't get it tonight, but still have only 8 points in the season. From your eyes, too, what's been the most impressive thing about what this Governor defense has been able to do?
I think it's been pretty impressive, us shutting down most of the run game and the pass game. It's all around, I think it's pretty good. But I think the D-line's doing pretty good, and the ends are bouncing it back in good.
So, yeah, talk about that D-line, right? The D-lines, they make the linebackers look good, right? Keep the offensive linemen off them, stuff like that. Who's doing the work up there in front of you?
Yeah, Langdow's really he can hold his gap pretty good. He's a big body, and then Emmett, he's just quick and skilled. Same with EJ. They're both good at just doing their job.
Real quick, too, next week against Yankton, we talked to Lucas just a little bit ago, but what do you expect from that Yankton offense that you got to be not so much worried but prepared for going into next Friday?
Got to be ready for the QB scrambling, I think, and the pass game. This will be I think, our best passer so far for sure.
Well, hey. Oh, go ahead. Yeah, that was it. All right. Hey, we appreciate the time. Congrats on the win, and we'll see you next Friday in Yankton.
Thank you.
That is a Chance Sarda. We'll hand the mic off to Steve Steele here as the Governors win it 62-8 as we continue the post-game show here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. All right, Coach, your initial thoughts on the big win here in Mitchell.
I thought, again, offensively, 9 drives, 9 touchdowns is about as good as you can do. Really good to see the young guys get in there and go put a couple points on the board. I thought that was very important for them and, just their development. And I think, obviously, the starters, this was the first game they went perfect, too. They were 5 of 7 in Aberdeen, 5 of 7 last week in Brookings. So going 7 for 7 today is very good. I think we're starting to trend in the right direction there.
Yeah, talk about the second team. Lounsbury's perfect passing, obviously kind of some safe passes and things like that. About 50 yards rushing in the fourth quarter all alone there. Talk about his development and what that means for him in the future.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing that you hope to instill and get in with the young quarterbacks is just confidence. And a lot of times, especially when the second group goes in, there's going to be more heavier box. There's going to be more people in the box. There's going to be more blitzing. So it's just easier to get those quick rhythm throws and, not force there to be such a big read involved and, just let them be confident, catch, step, and throw the ball. And, he did a great job of distributing that. He made a couple really good checks at the line of scrimmage, including the touchdown. We had a run play called, and he saw they didn't have a cornerback on Carter, and just audibled over and threw a quick screen over there and got it in the end zone. So stuff like that is very, very good to see a young quarterback recognizing that and then taking it.
Yeah, and I thought he was checking, and I was pretty impressed with that because, young quarterback, not in the game very much. That's really a impressive ability right there to be able to confident enough to make those checks.
Yeah, and that's the best part about it is a lower pressure situation. Obviously, it's not a do or die moment, but at the same point, again, he's seeing what he needs to see. He's confident enough to make that check and to not worry about getting it wrong. And that's always the first step is having the confidence to do it, being okay being wrong if you're wrong, but you've got to be confident and take that leap. And maybe that was the start of one here tonight.
Also, I mentioned with Cooper Twilger, he had the 3 touchdown catches. He made that catch on a pass interference for a touchdown. I said on the air, and I said to him too, and he just laughed about it. He's a freshman. He shouldn't be able to do that. He shouldn't be able to do something like that. And that's a huge security blanket for the Pierre Governors for this year and for 3 more years, that he can do something like that, and he's only going to get better as this season goes on and the next couple of years.
Yeah, and the biggest part about that is, you saw it right away in the game today. Mitchell's game plan was to try and take away Jet Zabel, which obviously there's a good reason for that. He's done very well, but they really shaded safeties over to his side and, really tried to hammer him off the line of scrimmage. And, in doing that, they gave Coop a great opportunity to showcase that, hey, he's not chopped liver either. And, he won some great one-on-one matchups over the middle. We gave him a little bit of crap for looking like a baby deer on his first touchdown, kind of just trying to learn how to walk. But he made it into the end zone. And then, he came back after that one, and he's just like, yeah, baby deer wouldn't do that one, huh? And, he did a really good catch. And that's a tough play to catch it in traffic, contested catch, and then to maintain it through the ground. I think that's the overlooked part of that catch.
I think it was Mendel that said only the turf was going to stop him from scoring that touchdown, first catch.
Yeah.
You've gotten through this game here against Mitchell, and obviously, when you look at the strength of your schedule, Yankton and Watertown the next couple of weeks with Brandon Valley in there as well, that was the meat part of your schedule coming up. Not that, not to take anything away from Mitchell, but something like this kind of a score was maybe expected from a lot of people across the state. You got through it. The guys were focused. Now you get to turn to Yankton. Are you going to lose a little bit of sleep? Just be the excitement of 2 3-0 teams going against each other next week, especially in that environment, because it's a fun place to win down there in Yankton and get the crowd be pretty quiet down there in Yankton too.
It is, and I think you said it exactly. It's exciting. That's a game where you can't not be excited to go down and play. It's a great facility. It's a fun place to play, but man, is it a great environment. When you get to go down there, you're hated, and they've got a packed crowd, and that crowd's hostile, and they're right on top of you. There's no track. So, it's a fun environment and should be a fantastic atmosphere and a really fun football game for our kids.
What do you expect from them before you start breaking down film and getting ready for them? What do you expect from them next Friday?
Yeah, they've got a lot of great skill players. They've got a lot of speed at the skill positions. They'll distribute the ball. They're going to have their tempo offense, that they're known for. That's going to be a big thing for us in practice this week, is to really focus on getting calls in quicker on defense, and then obviously being able to line up in a hurry and know what you're doing, know what's coming still. So it'll be a busy week for the defensive guys. And offensively, kind of more of the same. We've got to be efficient, and I think that was the biggest thing that we had today, was we were very efficient on offense. I don't think we had, outside of penalties, I don't know if we had a negative play that jumps out of my mind. Obviously we had a couple incomplete passes, but if you don't have any negative plays, then they're pretty hard to get off the field.
Well, we appreciate the time. Congratulations on the win. Thanks for the phone call while you're sitting out there talking to the kids. I appreciate
just looking
that.
out for you.
Yeah.
Just looking out for you.
I appreciate it. They did a fantastic job. All the kids did a fantastic job. They always do. Lincoln Keno's the only guy that's ever said something that wasn't FCC finable, but wasn't the best. It didn't make his mom proud at that point. But otherwise, everybody's done a very good job. We appreciate the time. We'll talk to you Wednesday in Coach's Corner, and congrats on the win again.
Thanks, guys.
That is head coach Steve Steele here of the victorious Pierre Governors as they win at 62-8 over the Mitchell Colonels. John Wickler alongside Mendel Miller. Before we wrap things up here, your final thoughts for this Governor win?
Yeah, I think Coach said it really well. 7 for 7 on offense. I'm sure the defense was looking for that shutout. Probably some kids there that maybe a little bit disappointed, but you can't argue with the results. 113 total yards and a couple big plays. You knock it off of them, and they might have had 30 yards all night. So just a complete outing, offense, defense, special teams, everything working well.
The Governors are now 3-0 with a 62-8 win over the Mitchell Colonels as they will take on Yankton next Friday. Coverage will start at 6:30, kickoff at 7 o'clock down in Yankton. Is going to be a fun environment with the Yankton Bucks, who should be at 3-0 on the season. I believe they are. I want to make sure before we wrap up here this evening that the Yankton Bucks are at 3-0. They have 7 minutes left to go, still up by 10, 24-14, but it looks like it's going to be a 3-0 matchup between those two teams next week, Friday, down in Yankton. We'll talk with Coach Steele at Coach's Corner at 5:30 starting on Wednesday. We'll have coverage of Pierre Governor football again next Friday at 6:30 with kickoff at 7 o'clock. We've got Pierre Governor volleyball tomorrow at 1:30 and first serve at 2 o'clock here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. I want to say thanks to Drew McIntyre back at the station for the help here this evening. For Mendel Miller, John Wickler here signing off 62-8. Pierre Governors, they knock off the Mitchell Colonels as we say so long from Mitchell.
You've been listening to Pierre Governor Athletics on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Pierre Governor Sports is brought to you by Wind Circle, the Clubhouse Hotel and Suites, Edward Jones Financial, CHS River Plains, Faith Lutheran Church, Oahe Federal Credit Union, Slumberland Furniture, Lamb Motors, AGE, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, American Family Insurance, Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, Country Carpet, Capital City Campus, Shane's Pharmacy, Floss Dental, Brave Plumbing, Birding Electric, Fisher Round, Access Health, Billion Auto, Weatherall, The Swartz Agency, Xander Auto Parts, Todd's Electric, First United Methodist Church, Kruger Contracting, First Dakota National Bank, Gales Gas, River Bottom Sanitation, Agtegra Cooperatives and Wheat Growers, Dakota Sprinkler, Graham Tire, May Adam, Nystrom Electric, State Farm, Allied Plumbing and Heating, Avera, Dakota Prairie Bank, Wheelhouse Auto Body, the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection, Wagner Auto, Anderson Rumpke Dental, Bank West, Spelkin Peterson LLP, Sanford Health Clinic Pierre, and Beck Motors. Join us next time for more Pierre Governor Sports on your home for the Governors, KCCR, and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports, Central South Dakota's sports leader.